everybody. Matt Geary here for Geek Pride's festive D&D campaign special. As you can see from my garb, I've just got in from a Christmas party, and I might be slightly drunk. So yes, this is going to be interesting. What could go wrong, ladies and gentlemen, with a drunk DM and a bunch of unwitting adventurers? So yes, tonight we have with us, I'm going to make sure everybody's in the right place. Has somebody just left, or they're back again?
Landra just dropped it.
Oh, okay, we're back. So with me tonight, as always, we have Danny as Galandra Rivenstar.
Hi, guys.
We have Michael as Tharaval.
Hey, guys.
We have Wes as Valashul Nostius.
Hello, everyone.
We have Dave as Thomas Moonstar.
Evening all.
We have Mark as Lance. Hey, he's got the other t-shirt on.
Class.
And we have Pete as Draken.
Good evening.
Right, so, if I can remember what happened, with the last session to my...
We all got 500 gold.
Are you guys upside down? Am I drunk? You guys are upside down.
No, some of the tokens are upside down, some of them aren't.
Yeah, that confused me too.
Me and Thomas appear to be Australia.
Alright. So basically last week you made your way through the lodge. You defeated the cultists by setting off a chain reaction and basically destroying the lodge and them with it.
They started it.
They did start it. So you left. You basically you ran out of the building. You ran out of the building, and we did a bit of downtime. Well, it's not even downtime. It started off, it was going to be downtime, but then they got caught by some local guards, or ran away from some local guards, and then got...
All of us did.
So basically, 3 of you ran away. So the guards came down to sort of to deal with the fire. And this is all on the Discord, by the way, so if you want to... if you want to watch the Discord, join the Discord even. My God, do not do this while drunk.
It's going to be a long evening.
It's going to be a long evening. You join the Discord, and you've got all the sort of in between game stuff. But some guards came down to sort of deal with the fire. 3 of you ran away.
Galandra, I wasn't unconscious.
Galandra tried to sort of pray to Bahamut and got stuck in a trance. Draken tried to pick up Galandra and fell over. And Val just kind of went, "I'll just stick around with these fools and try and sort of persuade them that everything's okay," while the others kind of ran off into the shadows. Then Val pretty much turned around and went, so we set fire to this place.
I said it was an accident. Right.
You blamed it on Draken.
Yeah, he's a dragon.
Yeah. And the guards kind of went, "Okay, you're going to jail now," and so arrested them all and sent them to jail. That meant the rest of them had to go off and find the family who they saved to persuade the guards that they didn't intentionally destroy the place, that it was all for the greater good, etc., etc. Long story short, after a lot of sort of kind of toing and froing, they get there. They bump into General Fabius. Now, General Fabius is somebody from the previous sort of from Falcross, basically. He's a general. He's a bit prickly, bit of an arse, and he basically got them out of jail. He then demanded to get provided with the intelligence that they got from the house, and and then a fight broke out between them on who should have the book first and who should read it first. but we eventually got through that. The whole conversation's on Discord, by the way, if everybody wants to read it. And he read the book, basically turned around to them and said, I have to inform Lady Tunt. I will be back in a day, and threw the book to Tharival. And that's kind of where we left off. So we will go from there.
Well, I think basically from there, everybody's been to. I actually give the book back to Thomas, and everybody's pretty much been to the blacksmith and repaired everything as far as I know.
Repairs all round. Can we improve weapons as well? Can we get them enhanced or improved?
You can get them sort of like you could probably get them tempered and sharpened for an extra +1 to your hit.
Okay, and how much would that be extra?
You're asking a drunk man to do math.
Okay, don't just say 3 gold pieces.
No. Well,
No.
Or
it's not gonna. It's gonna be yeah.
5?
We'll say 5G. Why not? But I'm not getting.
Okay.
By the way, I am not getting held to anything in this game. So I don't want to hear. But Matt, you let us away with that in the last game. I'm drunk. I cannot be held responsible for anything I say tonight. Therefore,
you never let us away with
you
anything, though. That's the
cannot-
problem.
You cannot let. I'm not having. But Matt, I let you do that. That's not happening tonight. This is a free for all.
All right.
That's the thing. So,
All right.
Free for
Can
all.
I get some plate for like 10 GP then?
You want to go with the free for all option? Okay.
Yeah. Well,
Is
just
that-
bear in mind, I'm drunk and bushy, and my fingers are on the trap buttons.
Oh,
I wonder
Just
will
like
your
that.
accents
That'd be
be any
funny.
better.
Yes.
Probably not. Probably not. So
Okay.
is that
I think
5G
one. I
for
think one of your
weapons?
accents should be the hormone monster.
Yeah,
from,
I don't think it's going to cost that much to sharpen and temper it. So for 5G sounds a bit reasonable for sharpening a weapon and stuff.
And
So
then, so assume everyone's happy for me to add that to the bill of sorting the weapons out.
I think is that. Well, I think that's just your own gold, really, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've just paid 5
Anything extra.
Okay.
anything extra, yeah.
But I mean, if you want it, yeah.
Okay.
Did we actually?
All the goals being basically it's the 150 for the repairs and everything has been deducted, and then what I've put into the WhatsApp group is what's remaining for everybody individually. So
Yeah, I did that. And did we actually rest anywhere? Have we actually rested?
You haven't
No.
rested yet. So you've got basically, you've got a day. He's going to be back in a day. So in theory, you could sort of just, you could go about and do what you need to do. You'll need the rest, obviously. Galandra, you'll need your 6 hours of unconsciousness to get your charisma back. And that's it. You can, at this moment in time, you need to read the book. Find out what's going on in the book. You also need to do, from that book, you might want to do some other things as well. So,
Can you imagine if we didn't read the book? We just had the book and we just never read it, and all the things that you put into that book are just wasted.
well,
imagine
let's
if
just
we
say,
just derailed this and went our own way.
Yeah.
well, let's just say,
I'm
in my drunken state, I haven't put a lot of thought into the book. So, cheers. I've got basically got an idea of where it's going.
Bad guys take supplies. We catch them.
Matt draws a dick pic.
Yes. Okay, so what are you doing? What are you up
Okay,
to?
then, do some of us need to find a mage here as well to attune rings?
You're not going to be able to find a mage. You're not going to be able to find a mage in this place. It's not big enough.
Yeah.
Your attunement.
He would have made us rolled for that another session ago.
Your
Just told
attunement
us.
is you don't need a mage. It would only be if it needed to be converted. So your ring, and I'm just going to do it to sort of expedite things. Your ring's going to be an evil ring, therefore it needs to be. It will need to be sort of realigned. So you've taken it from an evil person. You can't.
How do we realign it?
You will need.
I just light some incense.
You need somebody to sort of
Cry.
kind of do that
Be good.
for you. So
What about my ring of evasion? I don't know if I think that was just loot, was it not?
Yeah, I think it was just loot. So
And your magic
So
boot.
it just needs attuned then.
yeah, it just needs you sort of kind of thing. Whereas your ring was taken from the corpse of an evil person, therefore it's an evil ring, so it needs to be realigned to that. So
how do you realign it?
you just need to find somebody who realigns stuff. But
Take
this
it
is
to
a
the
small
church.
this is a small town and stuff, so it's unlikely you're going to get that
We
here.
need a holy person, like
Me.
a cleric.
Yeah, you could do it.
Or
I guess you could.
Shield.
I guess you could take it to
Temple to collect Gregor
the
as well.
temple. Yeah, I was going to say you've completely forgotten about your ward, who's feeling abandoned at this moment in time.
We were gonna go back to him.
Yeah.
I said
just
about
left him in a
we
safe
need to
place.
Eventually.
we need to get Mulebrenner and you got Mulebrenner, didn't
Yes.
So you've got Mulebrenner back. Bear in mind, right? Yeah. So we're going to have to get you like a little Mulebrenner.
you? We need tokens
token.
for them, I think.
Need a token, or we've got a token for Gregor somewhere. I'll find him and then I'll
Yeah, you
move.
just look like a townsperson, I think.
Yeah.
So
So
next time we're going to have like half again the size of the party by the time we've got the dog and Gregor and Mulebrenner and whoever else we pick up along the way.
I'll drop
It's
him
all
in.
for the end game.
It is up for the... Well, this is sort of like, part of a chapter. So you're level 5. You're not gonna... Your end game's you got a long time to go to get the end game. Woof. Woo.
Unless
okay.
Matt has too much more to drink.
Yep. And I kill yous all. Cheers, everybody. Woo. Merry Christmas. Okay, so... okay, yeah, so... I'll let you go back to the... How far away is... let me just check. You are... Yeah, you're only about... It's only about 5 miles to the Temple of Marduk. So you can get there in a couple of hours and a couple of hours there and back, and you'll be back. So say an hour there, pick up Gregor, an hour to maybe get the attunement sorted,
Okay.
and then an
Okay,
hour.
so what does that ring do then?
It just gives you, what was it, a ring of protection? I think it gives you +1 to your AC.
So if they're
Yes,
coming back
okay.
here, can I make a suggestion? If you guys go, if we take out a room in an inn somewhere and Galandra takes her medicine and has a nap, I'll stand watch over her while you guys run back, fetch the kid, fetch the mule, and reattune rings and such like.
I think Thomas is looking to.
Yeah, I'll join you at the inn because I need some.
You have to
studying
read.
to do, and I have to read
Okay.
the book.
So
Okay,
is
well,
that okay?
if you are doing that, then you can watch over Thomas as well. It means I can go off
Yeah.
and do my own stuff.
No probs.
Cool.
Okay, so what are you doing? What are you doing? What's
So-
this?
Thomas, Galandra, and I are going to take to the inn to take a room, where Galandra is going to have a bit of a nap, and Thomas is going to read lots, and I'm going to stand around looking, brooding, and menacing, and guarding them.
Okay.
I hope you're going to expedite the actual time, because otherwise I'm just going to end up being silent for the next
Yeah.
hour.
So
You just got to make snoring noises.
Or am I?
Remember,
Okay.
you can't mix bubbles, Danny. You can't mix bubbles. You've got to stay next door. No strangling.
I can reach through the window.
Who's rolling? What are you rolling?
Sorry, ma'am. I'm trying to.
just-
Who have you just stabbed? Per Gregor. All right.
Trying to
so-
add the +1 to the AC. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to work out how to do that.
+1 to your AC.
You type it in, don't you?
You need to add it into one of the
The bonuses. The bonus
the
section.
bonuses. Yeah, so if you go to attributes and abilities, I think. Actually, no, you should be able to.
We can do it afterwards. We can
Yeah.
sort of like.
We'll just
Okay.
we'll just remember it,
you,
So
you can just add 1 to your AC. So basically, if I go, you're hit, then just say, well, no, because it's +1 for your AC.
You can add it into the global AC modifier section. That's,
Yeah.
Just under attacks and
Yeah,
spellcasting.
yeah.
Put that later anyway.
Right. Okay. So he's off with Neil Brenner and Gregor. Danny is comatose for 6 hours to get her charisma back. You can up that, or do you need me to do it? Galandra, your charisma is now back to 14. So you've got your +2 to your bonus.
You're
Right.
typing at the same time as me, so just then my charisma was 1042.
That's a lot of charisma. You're very charismatic. Okay,
No.
so Val, what are you up to?
Where are the others going?
Already in.
Okay,
Drac in
so
front of the
weren't
temple, weren't you?
right? I'll
Yeah.
go with Drac into the temple.
Okay.
Do some praying.
Okay, cool. You got the pray. As for let's see. So Galandra's unconscious. Lance, where are you off to?
I'm at the inn guarding Galandra and Thomas while everyone else does fun stuff.
Okay, and Tharaval, what are you doing again?
I actually was just thinking I was going to go off and do some other bits and pieces first, but I think what I'll do now is replenish my Ring of Fate and take half health, and then go back to the inn with Lance, Thomas, and Galandra and rest to recover my health too. So I'll rest for do a 4-hour trance, and that'll bring me back up to full health again.
Okay.
And I'll be resting while I'm guarding because I can keep my watch that way, so I can recharge my stuff as well.
Okay, so we'll move forward then. So everybody's done that stuff. Okay, so everybody's done what they need to do. You are now back in the sort of, the local inn, sort of.
What time is it?
So it was sort of mid-afternoon. It's going to be late evening now. Well, everybody's sort of back and rested. So you're looking sort of 10 o'clock at night now.
Prime time for a drink.
Yeah. So I'm assuming in the evening, most of the shops and stuff are going to be closed. So I'm guessing it's drinking game time. Woo! Dungeons and Dragons drinking game.
Oh no!
Has Thomas read the book by this point as well, or is it just learned the
Yeah.
spells?
Well, he was reading the book. That was part of the reason for guiding him. I
Yeah.
thought.
So he's read the book. Right. So the book is it's sort of like a battle plan. It's got lists of units, or it's basically got a list of sort of numbers with sort of little annotations beside them. It's got lists of supplies. It's got names of different towns in Balon. It's got sort of the actually I'll move on to Balon. I'll move on to that thing wherever it is. Where's my mouse gone? Oh, it's over there. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh God.
Yeah, we'll go back onto this. So, and clear this out of the way. If I can get onto it. Clear.
This is going to be a lot of just Matt trying to navigate what he normally does.
Yeah. It's like, oh no. Motor skills. Motor skills. Okay, yeah, so the ruins of Silkside, it says the ruins of Silkside and the ruins of Kibarath are basically staging points for for mass assaults on the town of Balon. Basically, they're using they were trying to infiltrate Balon and turn it because it's a central location within Freya, and that means that the issues that they've had, sort of the corruption have had, sort of assaulting the sort of southeast of Freya, if they can sort of take out Balon, it's like a staging point. It's like having the UK during the sort of World War II. It's a naval area which they can sort of spread out from and take out the rest of Freya. You obviously aren't sure how this is going to be dealt with because you've got two big locations. You've got what seems like a lot of supplies and stuff, or what do you assume are supplies. What else is there? Yes, and there's sort of
when you say supplies, do you mean like supply lines for the ruins, or supply lines that are
these were
being cut off?
This is where the supplies are sort of coming into and have been built up for. some of the other small towns are sort of annotations, so they have little sort of cells in them, but everything sort of seems to be funneling towards the two sets of runes. Now, there is mention of more summonings, and it says in sort of one of the margins, it says the time of Huthway will be nigh, and you assume. Well, I suppose you'll know about the history of Huthway. So yeah, Huthway's back, basically.
Are there any dates or times that indicate what they're doing next or when?
No, if you want to roll me an what are you going to be? Roll me an investigation, Thomas.
The phrase you just used was Huthway is back.
Huthway will be nigh.
Huthway is nigh.
Yeah, but afterwards you said that he's back.
Yeah, well, yeah, Huthway is nigh. He's being summoned, basically.
Okay.
He's being
You're
summoned.
being much more forthcoming with answers when you're
Yeah,
drunk.
I just want to think about stuff. I just want to drink. So Huthway.
Can we determine from the book?
Say that again?
Determine from the book which of the ruins. Can we determine which of the ruins is the central focal point?
No, Thomas's investigation rule isn't high enough.
Okay,
And you're not 100% sure. See, there's a lot of numbers. You basically got numbers. You've got a lot of numbers. It's like a ledger as well, so there's like lots of sort of like numbers, and it has sort of like runes sort of scribbled beside it, but you're not 100% sure what that is and what that means.
Which of the ruins has the biggest number?
Um,
Ergo, that should be the headquarters.
No, that's a good thing. I'd say the ruins of Silkside seems to be the ones with the most sort of kind of numbers and stuff beside it.
I guess that's where we're going.
We got there. We got there. That has bigger number.
That was a good question because I think Math just didn't have enough time to sort of think of an excuse for that. It was like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, there's that.
Whatevs, yeah. So yeah,
Simple answer. I'll come later.
yeah. So you've basically got these two staging points that are looking to sort of assault Balon, and all the cells that are left are going to activate. Obviously, you've done it you've done a fair mischief by dealing with the Suncrest one, and there's going to be an attack now. You've got the book. And they don't know
How
this.
soon
It's
is
going
the
to.
attack?
It is set for 2 days from now.
Nice improvisation
Huh.
there.
Okay, so we've got to mount an attack on them within 2 days.
You have actually. Do you know what?
How long
I'm
is
going.
the
Do you know
journey?
what? I'm going to give it. I'm going to say it's going to launch within. It's going to launch within. Because I'm trying to think how we're.
How long does it take to get from where we are to the ruins of Silkside?
Silkside, it'll take you
About-
a day.
Yeah.
A day. Not
A little
even
bit
that.
further than we
Yeah.
wanted to get, yeah.
Yeah. So it'll take you about a day. Not even that. Obviously.
So we'll have to bear in mind the fact that obviously General Prickly Arse is obviously going to mount some sort of attack as well. So we need to know what he's doing. So we need to actually obviously wait until tomorrow for him to get back so we know what the hell he's doing rather than having both of us running in not knowing what the other
It's
one is
late
doing.
night anyway, so it's late night,
Yeah,
so we need to
He
wait
should be
anyway.
here. Yeah, he'd be here. I'm assuming.
Yeah, we'll say
Right.
you've got sort of we'll say 5 days because I think we could sort of interact with some bits and pieces. So you've got 5 days before the main attack, and so within 5 days, sort of deal with the situation. So that's basically what the book says. You've got the summoning of Huthway, what form that's in. Obviously, you don't know yet. You've got two locations, the ruins of Kiberath and the ruins of Silkside. The ruins of Silkside seems to have a lot more numbers beside it, so it's more likely to be sort of the more higher concentrated area. And it needs to be dealt with. or you're going to lose Balon, and that is going to be a massive issue for the war effort.
You mentioned that it's got a list of units. Does it have do the units have like descriptions as to what type of units they are or anything like that?
Well, sorry, I've overstepped that one. It basically is numbers with things
Okay,
inside
just
them.
okay, right.
Yeah.
Okay,
If it's a
right.
ledger, it
It's
won't tend to. If it's a ledger, it will tend to just have
Numbers.
maybe identifiers, but not actually information about the units.
that's right.
So if I suggest we wait for Thomas to return, because he seems to have disappeared.
Gone to the toilet.
If he's
Any
going-
mention
Stuck in
of
his
I'm
the
still there.
Tiamat red scale in the book?
if he's going to get a drink, I'm going to do the same.
We can still hear Thomas because he's still got his headset on.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wireless headphones for the win.
What
Matt,
were you
is there any
saying?
mention of
Wireless.
Tiamat red scale?
There isn't.
Okay.
There isn't. He's probably going to be a bit too high level for this sort of kind of this
Yeah,
area.
we're not the main effort. We're not on the main effort yet. We're just somewhere that could turn into it if they don't screw it up.
Yeah.
Will we have also disrupted the cells in Falcross as well?
So Falcross is dealt with, Suncrest is dealt with effectively. So
Yeah.
you've dealt with that thing. The only one left is Sandhold. Sandhold, and then obviously the two sets of ruins. Argover, Suburn, and Taunt. I'd say they're maybe because they're not sort of supply points. It's sort of like
Where the supplies are coming from.
Yeah. So they,
So
you know,
if
they
we-
may have sort of things in there, but what you're going to understand is that we'll have to do it when the general comes back and stuff. So we'll wait for Donnie is back. So the general will come back the next day. So you're all in the inn. The general comes back the next day, sort of early afternoon. And he has some of his men with him. He's got, you know, maybe sort of kind of 40 men with him. He informs you that he's got he's told Lady Taunt about the impending attacks. He says that she and the general what was Luther, isn't it? From Suburn are going to deal with the ruins of Kiberath, and they're going to set out a naval blockade and an assault on the ruins of Kiberath. But that means you have to deal with the ruins of Silkside.
Okay.
Now he only has he says that we will need to get more men, basically, because there's no way for you to deal with that situation.
So we're going to Agova.
So the thing is, there's different ways you could maybe go into this and stuff, but you're going to need some sort of plan going into it. So I'm not sure if you want to do some sort of recce over of
Yeah, I mean, I suggest that maybe we infiltrate first, and the general sort of like.
That happened last time.
Yeah, well, we have to try, don't we? But if we move forward and the general puts himself in a blocking position, then if we can disrupt things or we can bring intelligence back to him.
What I'll do, wait for you 1 minute. If you are, let's see what I can show you, because I could probably see within the sort of the book, you probably see a sort of kind of a sketch of the ruins and stuff. Let's see if I can hide. So no, we don't want to do that. Whew, that was lucky. That would have given the game away. All right, I'm gonna really badly draw this. Badly draw this for you.
I'm gonna take a picture of this. Jesus.
I'm gonna badly draw this for you.
You won't need to take a picture of it. He's going to put it up onto YouTube tomorrow, and then we can all laugh at it in real time.
I need to be able to send it to Tom, because Tom loves when he's pissed. So I'm gonna have to like take pictures and stuff of what he's doing.
Okay, so right. So you've got. No, I'm not going to be able to do this. I don't think. Right. Okay. I'm going to draw this for you. All right. So you've got basically, you've got a surrounding mountain. So you've literally got something like this, and you've got sort of mountains going on around here. You've got a wall here and here. You've got a central sort of building, like a temple building here. Then you've got, outer buildings, temples here. There's one over here. I think there's one down here from memory. And that's it. This is quite sort of a big temple here, but you've got a wall. It's like a gulch. Is it a gulch? Is that what you call it? Is it a gulch?
Yeah, it's similar to like Helm's Deep type sort of thing.
Yeah, it's kind of like a Helm's Deep sort of thing.
It's basically sort of backed onto a big cliff.
It's in the rocks now.
The main wall at the front.
The mountainside could potentially be scalable, I guess.
What about with potion of climbing?
Well, again, it's sort of, it's not sheer. There are parts of it which are going to be harder than others. So you've got this.
How big is this ruins?
They're big. They're big. To the point where when I've done the map, I've had to add a map, and then I'm going to have to draw stuff on the side because it's going to be a thing. Now, on top of this, there's also... I need to move this out of the way so it's not in people's design. So, on top of this, you have the fact that you obviously know there's tunnels, and there are tunnels. There was a tunnel that goes to this place as well.
It's not sounding like somewhere we can just take on our own in this latest.
No, we're not going to take
No,
it. Alone,
if you want to give me,
need...
if someone, right, I tell you what, the general, because he's going to understand it. So the general, he basically tells you that there's easily 200 men in this temple complex based on the figures. You've got you've got a regiment of foot. You've got auxiliaries. You've also got some of the you've got commanders and things like that. It's going to be
Brilliant.
It's going to be a hard slog.
We're not going to take it conventionally. Conventional wisdom is this: you need at least a 3-to-1 numerical superiority to take a defending position.
Yeah,
and the maths are totally in the wrong direction, unless we do something strange and weird and bizarre.
Yeah. So he basically he suggests
from the mountainside.
He suggests that within the time that they've got, he's got 40 men. He suggests that you get recruits and you get people to sort of help him take this temple complex. He doesn't know about the tunnels and stuff like that. When he gets back to you, he sort of say it again.
We've been to multiple towns and albeit a lot of enemies, but we've helped a lot of people and we've got a lot of men that maybe would if we were fingers crossed and God's bless the dice persuasive enough.
We've got good reputation in Falcross. I don't think the current town that we're in, we've got the best reputation because they probably still think that we blew up the lodge and
it's still worth trying.
Basically being told by the general. Yeah, but I mean, I think that's basically it. We need to sort of work our way from town to town or split up into groups to spread.
Hold on. Where have we been?
And
I'll move you.
We could recruit people from. Where did we all originally come from as well?
So Falcross is where the bridge was at, so we're kind of like heroes of Falcross.
Yeah.
So we'll say like Lady Taunt has taken sort of the Agover. It's weird because obviously he's from Agover, so it's his men. So she's taken Suberni's town watch. He's taken some guys from Sandhold, and some of the surrounding sort of mini hamlets and stuff to sort of deal with the ruins of Kiberath. You can sort of look for help from some of the like Taunt and sort of the small village and stuff. But bear in mind that a lot of these men are away. They're not going to be trained, and the ones that are trained are going to be there to defend the place. So it's you strip like Taunt of its guard, then it's going to be potentially open and stuff. So you've got to be mindful of what you're looking for and stuff.
We can't take untrained civilians into what's
cannon fodder.
No, not unless
Exactly.
if we were fighting a
Well, that's what
defensive
I'm gonna
battle. If we were doing
Operation
defensive,
Human Shield.
you need people to build defense and stuff, but for an attack, you need trained people, or you need or you need to borrow a dragon from somewhere, or
Can we
you
not make
need
them sally out
a
of
fireball.
their defense.
Or we need to draw them out.
Yeah.
or we need to destroy the supplies in place, and because the situation they're in theory, we could bottle them up with a small number of people.
We could blow up the tunnels,
Well,
stop their exits, and anything going in through the tunnels.
if we go to Sandhold, we could take out their cells there, and that disrupts off their complete supply lines.
I would make the assumption that Lady Taunt's already done that while you've been up here. Yeah.
Sorry,
Okay,
Matt,
fair
what was
enough.
it the general was going to... You were saying that the general was telling us some stuff?
So the general's going to he thinks there's no other option but to make a frontal assault on this town. He knows it's going to be a massacre, but he has no other option. And from his combat that he very much believes that
He's an old school general, isn't
this,
he? He just
this
throws
needs to be
bodies at things.
this needs to be done. And
sending men to their deaths.
So he basically, but he is happy to he would like you to help. He with his sort of swallowing his pride somewhat, he's very aware that he's undermanned, and even he isn't willing to sort of he's not willing to sort of kind of throw his small reserves into this. So he's going to try and help get some additional manpower.
I've got an idea.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
There's barrels of gunpowder, isn't there?
Will there be any left? Because we dumped it because they were under the house. Weren't they?
No,
No,
Oh,
no, it
they
was
were
in the tunnels.
cave.
Yeah.
They were in the tunnels. Yeah.
at the docks.
Set up a
We
trebuchet.
could- or we could mine the tunnels that are under that are under the ruins.
No, better yet, the ruins is in big valley essentially.
Hmm.
I know
We
what
go
you're
to the
thinking, yeah.
top,
Landslide.
Throw
we
it
vote
down.
Blow the cliffs up.
landslide,
Yeah.
and just basically create a massive landslide and have it all come down on it. And we got flame arrows, haven't we?
Not yet.
That
So
is the only
can have
problem
a
with
flame
that is
attack.
if they're within the actual thing itself. Obviously there'll be damage done, but they could still use the tunnels to escape as well.
Tunnels as well as that.
Okay, the tunnel we can easily sort out.
So, how about if
we basically create a massive.
how about if we investigate how much gunpowder we've got, and we look at possibly mining the tunnels, so they can't use that as an escape, and then dropping the cliffs, roughly after. Obviously, we can't. We can't do it simultaneously, but we could try and time it roughly to have a detachment blow out the tunnels, and then the rest of us try and take out the cliffs, so they can't escape. And while they're trying to figure out what to do about the tunnels, we bury them, and then what's left we can pick up the pieces.
At least if they're in the
Yeah,
tunnels, then
and-
you can bottleneck them, with men. So it actually,
Exactly.
if we've got less men,
Mm.
we don't need to worry about the width. It's just basically going to be the depth of the manpower.
They still have the advantage of just pushing you forwards.
The general he's sort of looking at you, and he's like, "What tunnels? What tunnels do you speak of?"
So, Tharavel, with his actually, maybe Thomas is better with you're better with maps and remembering things. Actually,
we found a map that shows a network of tunnels underneath Suncrest, with one leading off, looks like to the north towards Taunt, and one leading southwest towards Silkside.
These tunnels,
We believe the insurgents have been using these tunnels to navigate around unseen
and transfer materials.
So you've got a bloody way in. Some of you should go into the bloody tunnels. I'll assault from the front. You take them from the rear. We've got them in a bloody Kessel slack.
Pete's face is just an absolute awe.
I'm sure that wasn't his accent before.
No, but it's just, you can tell Math's really getting into this. I think Math really likes this character. He really likes this character.
You broke Pete. Okay, so we have a rough time scale. We know that we've got a little bit of time to try and recruit some extra people, but we don't want to take too many.
Might I suggest that you
No.
Excuse me, the general speaking. We've been through this before. I'm the one with the men. Unless you want to go in on your own, Dragonborn, I would not advise that. Might I suggest?
Taking an advisement.
You're more than welcome. I can get you there faster on one of my mangonels if you wish.
Please don't suggest things like that to him. He might think it's a good idea.
So he basically says, "Why don't you reconnoiter?"
Mm-hmm.
What?
Recon.
Go move ahead and look into what's going on and try not to break too much shit until it's the appropriate time.
So does that require us to be stealthy?
Yes.
Because have we not learned?
Well, there's only so much stealth that you can do in tunnels, to be fair, because you're kind of closed off. So
yeah, I mean,
I can be stealthy.
Well, it's not like you could check out. You could check out the town itself, not the town, the ruins itself, couldn't you?
Yeah.
You know, it's up to you. Because in the end, you can't just go, "Let's get gunpowder and blow up mountains," when
Why not?
you have no idea what's there,
Why
how
not?
it looks like, and you're more than welcome to try that. By the way,
straight speaking, the only way that would work is we'd have to dig holes to put the gunpowder in.
Yeah.
If you just blow up gunpowder on the side of a mountain, you might knock a few rocks loose, but you'll make a very big cloud of dust and a lot of noise and not much else.
What happens if you put the gunpowder on top of the buildings?
you have to get to the buildings first.
Yeah, it wouldn't necessarily damage them.
Yeah,
as much
but
as you
it
think.
wasn't.
No.
But ceiling can't come down there, won't it?
Might not though, because ceilings are usually one of the strongest places structurally. So a lot of the explosion goes out. There's no way to focus it.
It needs to be in the foundation.
Gunpowder would have to be inside where it was contained, and that would magnify the effect. If you just go boom on the outside, you damage tiles, but you probably won't break the structural beams. But you will make
the whole thing of holding a banger in your hand.
What if we blow?
You hold it in your hand with a flat palm. Sorry, Danny, go ahead.
I was just saying, if that's the case in terms of, in case the whole cliff thing didn't work, we could distribute it underneath. I know we're going to block off ourselves, but we could do a bigger explosion underneath as well to try and collapse it all in on itself as well.
Depends how deep the tunnels are as well.
I think at this point it's probably best if we do sort of reconnaissance on the tunnels and the before, we could sit and make assumptions about all this stuff, but as the DM said, we don't know until we actually sort of check out the ruins as to how they're laid out and what they're like and everything like that. We may find other weak points while we're sort of
only the stealthiest should go.
Or you
close,
could, you could look, hinty, look for sort of things, that might sort of tell you what the runes, what the runes look like in books.
Like
and
basically, we've
things.
got maps and stuff like that from
Yeah. Okay.
from other places,
It'd be
which has
really
told
good
us
if we
about the
could
town that
fly
we're in.
over the area and have a look.
Thomas, we need you to read some books.
Okay.
Wait, do you want me to fly over the area and have a look?
Ooh,
I heard that.
You can fly, can't you?
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah,
really
I
good if
can.
someone could do that.
But only for 1 minute.
All right, okay.
That could be
That's
a
not
little
gonna be long. That's not gonna be long enough, I don't think.
Then
Just
be
like-
Like,
Actually,
Very
Could I
fast.
potentially commune with Valashul's military order to get them to send some people?
I have an interesting spell.
That's a good idea, actually. I didn't think about it. Yeah, that is potential. Yeah.
The angelic legions.
Oh dear lord.
So basically,
Oh, dear Lord.
what you're going to have to do, you've got 3 days. We'll say 3 days. What you need to do in those 3 days is sort of 5. Or so we'll say 5 days. So you've got 5 days. Within those 5 days, you need to have a battle plan on what you're going to do. You need to recruit some men. And what I'm going to do is, you can send yourselves off, and we'll roll some dice to see what the quality of these men are like, effectively. If you get sort of, trained men. So earlier on, ones you get sort of later on are probably not going to be as well trained as the sort of the early ones and stuff, because you need to train them. Then you need somebody who's going to train them. So you need to sort of think about this, how you're going to sort of, what each of your dispositions is going to be, and what you're going to do sort of to deal with this situation.
Just as a note, I've got quite an interesting spell, Beast Sense. Basically, it means I can see through the eyes and hear through a willing beast for up to 1 hour.
Okay.
Such as a bird?
So,
Yeah.
You're basically
like a
Lone
bird.
Star, aren't you?
yes. Now, basically, it pretty much
Eyes
makes
of
me
the
sort of
hawk.
like, it's like warding. So I'm literally sitting there like,
You are Bran.
yeah,
Less
Please don't be
Star
him.
and more
magic legs.
Yeah, he's like Bran, but he moves faster.
I'm the three-eyed raven now.
But yeah, that's again, that's something that doesn't necessarily have to be
It's
like
not
a bird or anything but I mean, it could be a rat and sort of crawl about inside. And
in that case, we probably want to be
No,
closer than that to be before you set it off. A bird, we could be a bit further back because there's better range,
Yeah. Decent bird of prey.
and they have
Better
better eyesight
eyesight.
than a rat. Rats tend to be a little bit on the nearsighted side, don't they?
but again, another option.
Yeah. So let's get to it. What are each of you? What are your tasks? What are you going to do within this time?
Can
Can
I
be
make?
someone charismatic?
Well, that's me and Tharavol out.
Do the same thing as well. And cough, cough. If someone cough, cough goes underwater with heavy armor, I can just rise them up to the surface.
I can also get the water breathing spell for that sort of thing as well.
Mm.
Or me just wading in after them.
Just like swimming.
Mhm.
Oh,
Did you
Just
take
reshared
your
that again.
remove curse?
I didn't.
okay, you're up on Twitch.
But I took the elixir anyway, so I only really wanted it for that.
Yeah, on Twitch now.
Yeah,
I've got quite a range of spells, to be fair. But
And we're back.
Yeah, back on Facebook.
Yeah, Twitch is back up.
Yeah, back on YouTube as
Yeah.
well.
Nice.
we
Reshare.
you did that last time, like you said it crashed, but it showed everything, and it was up to a point, and then we went back to the start again, even though it showed everything was like fine, even like the last time. It just put it back on.
going to split the party.
Yeah, into 3.
Don't give him ideas.
Okay, so broadly speaking, we have 2 stealthy people, which would be myself and Tharabol. We are going to reconnoiter the tunnel and see what we can learn about our access to the ruins and what's going on there.
Yeah,
We
Galandra
have-
and I are going to head to Tont to the library to see what we can find out about the ruins and about various other bits that we think of while we're there.
Yes.
We're going to see.
I've got my
who's-
charisma back, so come with me, bitches.
Excellent. I don't have to.
Piper of Tont.
I assume I'm going to be going with the others to Taunt.
I will go with the others to ruins because Draken is moderately stealthy.
True, he did quite successfully sneak around at times.
Well,
So-
we've got with my spell, we've got +10 to stealth anyway, so
True.
it should help.
That's cool. So we
Nice.
take ascending.
Basically,
stone
Jack's not
each.
wearing any armor, so
So if Tharabol holds on to 1 spending stone, which he already had, and I pass mine off to Thomas, then we can keep
Hold
in
on, what am I
touch.
holding on to? Sorry.
The sending stone.
Oh yeah.
So
3.
3.
3.
We
It's
go
3 and 3.
us.
Lance, Drake, and Tharabol.
Oh,
Well-
right. Okay.
well,
so
we've
I
gone
thought
there
that's
before.
what we were doing. I thought the tunnels led
Yeah.
into the temple. At the front. Yeah.
Well, at the end of the day, if he moves forward, in theory, he'll have some people that are capable skirmishers. But if we look at seeing if there's a way for us to get in behind things and take and weaken them from behind, then it might make it credible for a full scale assault. If the others can come back with better knowledge about the ruins and reinforcements as well, then we're in a situation we mostly at the moment we just need to keep them bottled up and stop them from it.
I've got it. Don't worry.
What?
My concern is basically, I know it's spreading us thin, but we kind of want to get as much intel as we possibly can. So yeah. So again, like I think going, we're splitting up. So the options that we've sort of got is like so there's Taunt where we can recruit men from, but then there's also going to be the other towns where we recruit men from.
Did we go to Sandhold? Have we been to Sandhold before?
No.
It's
Oh, right.
So I think that other than Taunt, there's one other town that we can get men from. Is that correct?
On Suncrest and Falcross, isn't it?
So we should really focus the areas we've got.
What do the monks have in terms of manpower?
Well, I wasn't sure because earlier on we sent a message back, and I didn't know if they had forces spread out. They might not have something up in this direction. They might have sent to look into it. We did back at the start. Yeah, I think we sent a message saying that the last thing we sent a message for was that we'd found Byron. We haven't been able to send them back. So I didn't know if they might have sent some to try and expedite the retirement of their former officer. Okay. Because
Um,
experienced troops and experienced officers will be very important at this point in time.
Is there by any chance any way that Tharavel might know of any entrances to the Underdark? Where he could... No, but that's what I'm saying. It's to the Underdark, as in within... So basically, if he has access to the Underdark, is there any way that he can request, troops? Okay.
Can I pray and ask me divine, if we know of anyone or have any sort of extra manpower?
Oh God. I got a bad feeling about this.
have we
Amen, brother.
have I always had to roll just to try and talk to them? That's not bad.
Actually,
Nice.
arrested and very pious.
I do. We are about to take on probably our biggest feat yet. We at the moment are coming up with a battle plan of how to overcome this darkness and push it back so that it does not take over Balan, and win a foothold in Freya. Do you have is there any way or knowledge that you can give me to further our effort and add to our manpower?
-6 +9. Our friends from the tavern, possibly.
So I was thinking. Thank you, Divine. I hope. Oh,
I
someone's
think we lost Mike.
thank you, Divine. I hope we do you proud and defeat this evil. Thank God, because every time I've done that, I was going into a trance for the last 5 times.
Oh, I just
Are you guys maybe, if you're going to Silkside, I'm assuming maybe coming in, or depending on where the tunnels are, I suppose, coming in kind of from the south east?
No, the
Well,
tunnels were from
if we're going from
Suncrest,
Suncrest, so we'll be
and we're coming in from the
Tunnels will
north.
come from the
Like
northeast.
directly across.
again from my point of view. Is I think we need to have a look at the tunnels as well as the front, because I know you were sort of saying.
I was just thinking if
So
you were doing
basically,
it, that's all. You could nip by Falcross and get people from there as well.
I'm not using charisma.
It's not a good idea.
Nope. Roll persuasion. Nope.
Any of you have got any sort of persuasion? Persuasion, not intimidation.
Kind of the same thing, right?
They're
Like-
both run by charisma.
Like in
Yeah.
like a nice way that people want to do it rather than okay, I'm scared. Let's do
Let's
it.
press gang them.
Persuasion of +2.
So yeah,
better than
Better.
Farhall probably. So
Better than my 0.
Better than my -2.
I just realized
okay,
my
well, maybe just wait for.
So Matt,
I just
maybe
realized
later.
my mic was off for a bit there.
Yeah, like I was saying, I think we need to get as much intel as we possibly can. So although we're going for the tunnels, I think we need to sort of have a look at the front walls and things like that. Because we might find weaknesses or other things that might give the general's attack
But
advantage.
but we can start in the tunnels and come back. If it's 5 days till then,
Yeah,
it's about a day's
that's fine.
travel.
Yeah,
That's true.
Then there's nothing stopping us from
There's
going
time
down and
to
coming
do
back.
both.
And if,
Okay.
if we find exits in between, we might be able to come out part way.
Yeah, in that time we could our party could, well, our little section could do taunt and fall across if there's anybody else in fall across to persuade to come with us. We are liked in fall across, so it should be a bit more easier in theory because they know us there to get people.
The other thing, actually, I was thinking, as far as Suncrest is concerned, so basically we've said that there's tunnels sort of going off in all directions, and these attacks, I would assume the attacks are probably going to come from the tunnels. So Suncrest, after the lodge has sort of been blown up, the tunnel into Suncrest is kind of blocked off.
Yep.
So that kind of rules it out as a sort of
Supply
place
route.
to attack.
Yeah, I'm going to assume
Unless-
that they, with the fact that you've disrupted their
Ceremony.
operations and stuff, they're going to kind of move forward with their attacks in different ways.
Use it or lose it.
Yeah. And by the way, for people who just that couple of minutes where my mic was off, Danny basically has requested help from Bahamut, who said he's going to give her some more charisma to sort of deal with recruiting people and give some help from some familiar faces from earlier on. So, apologies about that.
So did they not hear my speech?
No, they heard you. You didn't hear me.
Oh, I was talking to no one.
Well, I think we heard you at that point, but then whenever we were discussing
no,
other bits,
they heard.
Oh, they didn't hear you?
They didn't hear me.
Oh, so it just
They,
sounded
as
like I was
as the great
talking
people,
to
didn't
them.
hear it because I was just sort of. They were like, you were at the start. You were just talking to yourselves
I was talking to
because
myself.
yeah, we're talking to yourselves. We're all good now. Okay, so we've all decided what we are doing then.
Mm-hmm.
Thomas is just touching everyone.
Ignore that.
I'm touching you. I'm touching you. Okay,
Oh,
so
by the way, Matthew, you ask and you shall receive. I am showing you where I kept that elixir. I'll follow through.
what?
What?
I'm showing you where I kept that elixir.
I have
by
no
the
idea what
way.
you're talking about.
She did say that
She
she
said last week that she was going to show you where she hid the elixir in her bra.
All right, I see.
And I am following through.
Boobies.
You don't need to do that, Danny.
He
Not
actually
for it.
She followed through like
He's
poopy.
actually told her that she would be required to show him if she wanted to get away with it.
That is genuinely what he said.
Yes.
So that's what I did.
Right. Okay. Right. Can we go and do the things that we're meant to be doing then?
Let's do it.
Now we've held drunk Matt responsible for what sober Matt said.
Oh, drunk Matt said far worse.
True.
Okay. Yeah, drunk Matt forgot to unmute himself. Things, what could go wrong? Anyway, so I've completely forgotten what you're all doing. Like 3 of you are off to taunt.
Mm-hmm.
3 of us going tunneling.
And tunneling. Okay. So yous are going into the tunnel network. We'll do taunt first then. So
I was gonna say, you have to remind me to just be absolutely silent when their guys are doing their ruin stuff. Because obviously I won't be able to input because I'm not there. You have to remind me of that.
You could just mute her, Matt.
I could just mute you. I'll mute you.
Mute me because I'm not there.
You hear shouting through the walls. Sorry, continue.
So Thomas, Galandra, and Valashul make their way off to Taunt. I'm not going to do the whole guards meet you. Who goes there? Blah 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 blah. So you make your way into the city. Do I have a map of Taunt ready for you? I wasn't. There is one in World Anvil. I don't think there's one here though.
Taunt.
There's one in World Anvil. There isn't one on the thing. So what I'll do is I'll show people at home what it is. And then,
I can see.
So if we go on to Taunt. Oop. Taunt is there. I'll do that. Woohoo! There we go.
My mother-in-law was just watching them when I started talking about like a black room would look really good for like a man cave or where all your stuff was at, because then your stuff would stand out on a black wall.
It'd also be good for Dungeons and Dragoning because you could get some of those flickering light bulbs. Sketch did.
There we go. Oh, we're back. Okay. So I'm not even going to show the city of Taunt because we can go back there again afterwards at some point. But it's pretty much got everything you would want. It's a big city. It's going to have pretty much everything. So what do you want to do? Where do you want to go?
To the library.
To the library. So you're going to the library. What about?
Yeah, I might as well get the library out the way first, and then do recruiting.
Okay, Val, what are you up to?
I'm gonna go to a temple.
Right, you're up to the temple. Okay, so you sort of Galandra and Thomas you make your way off to the library.
Just make a recruiting point just in case anything goes wrong. We will meet back here.
Oh yeah, a rendezvous point.
Town centre.
Yeah, wherever we are right now, we'll meet back here. Cover all bases, because I don't know what drunk Matt's like. Taunt could just crumble around us for all we know.
Matt can't even get his bloody stream working properly. Making cities fall. Okay, so you go to the library. It's massive. It's a huge library. There's every book you could possibly conceive in this huge sort of domed
Thomas having an orgasm.
Yeah. What are you looking for?
Magic section.
The magic section. Okay. You can take yourself off, and he takes. You get pointed off to the corner, and there's the magic section there. What are you looking for?
I'm looking for a book that might tell me a little bit more about this crystal that I'm carrying around with me.
All right. Okay. Oh God, I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
I've got a lot of questions. I hope you're fucking ready.
Oh God, can we not? Can we do?
You can come back to the crystal and go on next.
Yeah, can we do the crystal thing when I'm not sort of drunk, and we'll say we've figured. Roll me. Actually, tell you what, you might mess up the rules. Roll me a.
What if he doesn't?
Investigation. I'll either have to make it up or move on and come back to you.
I might mess up the rolls. What could possibly go wrong? How flammable is Galandra? In case I set fire to one of these books
we're in a whole entire library of books. I swear, if you burn down the
okay.
It's all good.
Yeah, we'll say basically, the gist of it is, and I'll not sort of I'll come up with something a bit more elaborate. But you've basically got
Is this the same stuff that the monks were coming here to find out? By the way.
Yeah, so you've basically got a crystal that will absorb both light and dark sort of essences. It's sort of under the text is under a religious text, and it relates to Ogma, who obviously is the deity who you believe you've met and who's provided it to you, and it talks about balance and how that with balance can come great power. But it says when anything's out of, when something is out of kilter, out of balance, that in lies danger and potentially death.
Does it say anything about how to remove the essences that are in there?
The destruction of the crystal will free essences, and it says the only way to sort of I'll say it's going to give you a potential sort of what's the word,
investigation,
a ritual to sort of exercise essences, but it will go into the crystal. So if you want to so the whole thing was of trying to get sort of essences out of people without killing them. There is a potential ritual you can do using the crystal to absorb the essence, basically coaxing it out and taking it into the crystal itself.
Okay. Using my keen mind feat, I'm going to study those pages and file them away for later when you've figured out what that ritual is.
Yes. Okay. You're going to have to remind me, because one, I'm drunk, and two, I'm drunk. So
I'll be bloody reminding you, because this is my life on the line, so I'm not getting that shit.
Yeah. So just bear in mind the whole balance is going to be a big thing, especially Ogma, because he's neutral, so it's all about balance and stuff. So
we have to find another, in order to, I think, Thomas, for you to stop having a scratchy head, we're gonna have to find another light essence, because currently the dark is like outweighing it at the minute. The amount that's in there.
We have 3 at the moment. Three dark, no light.
You got one because
instantly.
Val's light technically, so
Val
he's not in. It's in the crystal, but it's sort of kind of vicinity. It's sort of like ways up. It's like a scales, and the darkness is current.
3 dark, 1 light. Yeah.
3 dark, 1 light. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Cool.
I like those odds.
I like those
I
odds.
don't.
I fucking don't either.
Okay, so right, Val, you've gone to the temple.
Yep.
You've gone to the temple. What are you doing there?
It's gonna find a nice little alcove, set up his banner, and try to commune with those in the celestial plane.
Okay, yeah. Do you want to roll me a religion roll?
It will do. Oops.
14. You.
No one's picking up.
Yeah, I'm not sort of high enough.
Yeah.
Ring, ring.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, it's just like you've reached the celestial plane, and nobody is here right now. We are too busy fighting.
I was thinking it's like the magic 8-ball. It's like, please try again later.
We cannot reach you at this time.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you haven't picked up on anything yet. We'll see. Well, I'll give you one more roll before you go and stuff. Okay. So Thomas and Galandra. Galandra, actually, you were in the library. Is there anything you want to do when you're in the library?
Yeah, there's a couple of things. I just want to look at the, I don't know, like religious law section, religious kind of, or like a folklore type of thing about gods and evil and that kind of thing. I am looking for anything mentioned to do with the that bloody storybook about a fishing village.
Oh right, yeah. The
the armored figure.
Yeah. Okay.
that we don't know of.
Roll me.
That's me.
Roll me a investigation roll then.
Oh, okay.
16. Okay, you find some sort of books, and they come from another land. They're slightly battered, similar to the sort of the book that you found. Actually, did you find that? You didn't get that book. In fact, I just realized you don't have any books because that happened completely in a different timeline.
Fuck off.
You don't. Yeah, that happened in a completely different timeline. You don't know about that book. Okay, well, so what I'll do is I'll give you the book because that happened in a different timeline, didn't it? Because you
There's
haven't
so much rage in that picture right now.
yeah. So you've
The armored figure didn't happen in a different timeline.
yeah. So we'll say the armored
figure.
figure. Yeah. So what we'll do is you find sort of a book, and it's from another land, and it's not Freya. It's somewhere else. Again, name has yet to be decided, but I insert name here whenever Matt thinks of it. And it speaks of a man who has risen from great sadness and what's the word? Another word for sort of kind of sad dismay. He has witnessed his family being raped and murdered in front of him. It speaks of a crusade from the soldiers of Bahamut, who have done. It sort of infers that it was crusaders of Bahamut who murdered his family. And it sort of speaks. It's like I suppose it's like a bard's tale. And he has risen to be. We'll call him the usurper. Has risen to great prominence and is at the right hand side of Tiamat. And is her general. So you've got like references to the usurper and references to the general, in there as well, and how he is leading her armies.
Is that gone tie in with anything to do with the information we just learned about Huthway?
Say that again.
Is that going to tie into anything of the information that we've just learned about Huthway?
No, you can roll me an investigation if you want to break Huthway.
What's the chances I'm going to get 2 good rolls in one go? I don't think so.
Ready your sword.
Jesus, mother.
Oh no.
Can she pray? Can she pray to Huthway's bid?
Give me pray. I'm going to fucking pray again.
And that.
I'm praying.
No. I've got to do your feel first.
You don't.
I do.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, I do. I totally have got to do your fail now. So you
make me burn these books. I swear.
You
I fall over. I get back up. I pray. Carry on.
You go into a trance.
You
lose 6 charisma.
You investigate. You sort of. Yeah, you just knock into some of the books and it knocks them into a big pile. There's no organization whatsoever. So you've got this sort of you as you're sort of looking at the book that you've got, you sort of bang into another set of books, which sort of knocks over some of the shelves, which knocks all the books on the ground. And the sort of custodian of the library comes running over and says, "What have you done? What have you done, you silly girl? Get out of here!"
Don't worry, I'll pick them up, and I'll organize them again. I apologize for my clumsiness.
Roll me persuasion, or roll me charisma.
Where's it gone? Oh.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
He's happy enough with that.
That's more like it.
I think you got let off lightly there.
Yeah, I was. Does she set fire
anytime
to,
I get a crit roll, it's like something blows up or somebody gets turned into something or.
Yeah. Should I set fire to the Great Library of Taunt?
Absolutely not, because I've had 4 gins and I will kick off.
Okay,
Tell me
so
about who's way.
you haven't rolled me. You haven't found the book yet. So we'll go back to Wes. You can be another religion roll while they're sort of faffing around.
All right.
1.
Fapping.
Yeah.
Yeah. The number you've reached is not here. Yeah. If you want demon killers, press 1. If you want
Please
religious.
try again later.
Okay. All right.
Nature of reincarnation. We're really sorry. We're bored of that now.
Yeah. Okay. You're gonna have one more roll for investigation then, Danny. It's gonna start getting later, so you're gonna have to leave soon. So you got to You got to get. So you're gonna have one more roll. Nope, you don't find it. So you've basically got a book that you had that sort of tells you the story of the usurper, of the general, of this sort of alleged assault on his family and his people by Crusaders of Bahamut, and that's driven him to this sort of great evil, or this quest that he's on to destroy lands, or destroy Bahamut, basically.
That fishing book that you said that I didn't have is in my bra.
Yeah, but that's in a different timeline.
But it's in my bra.
But it's in a different bra and a different timeline.
Oh, my bra's on.
It's the interstellar concept where gravity, love, and her bra transcend timelines.
It's a different timeline, I'm afraid. But it gave you the same print. It was the same story-ish, wasn't it? So it
sounded very familiar, to be honest.
It's the same story, effectively. It's the same thing. You got the same book, just in Taunt, and maybe a little bit more information than it was before. Okay,
while Danny's throwing books around, I'm also going to leave the magical section and look for any books on the ruins of Silkside or the history of Silkside.
Okay, roll me investigation then.
Because I've had one of these go well, so here we go. Boom.
Okay. So you find a book, and it's basically a map of thing. I'm going to let me see if I can show you tunnels wise. Actually, I'm not going to do that because that makes things. So I'll show you the complex itself. Complex itself is here. Let me just oh, it's reload. It's loading for some reason. Okay, there we go. I need to hide some things first here, so bear with me 1 minute.
Will Drunk Matt hide the right things? That's the question.
He hides the buildings and shows all of the bad guys waiting for us.
Yeah. Take a screenshot and overlay later.
Yeah, I think I've done that. Okay. So I'll do this, and I'll thingy it. That's that. And I will unfog a wart for you. Where is?
Holy shit! That is a big map.
It is a big map.
Where the enable? Oh, is this the right one? Is this the right one?
Yes.
I just want you to see it all. I want you to see it. I just want
You have to stand back a bit further now.
I just want you to see it, man.
Literally, I can't zoom out any further. I have to scroll up and down to see the entire thing.
I've scrolled all the way.
Ah, there you go.
I can zoom out enough to see all of it, but that's about it.
Yeah, so you can see the map now, can't you?
Yeah.
That actually
Yeah.
wasn't a bad drawing, to be honest.
Yeah, that's not bad. Considering you're pissed.
So you know there's stuff at the top which I have had to draw in because I didn't have the additional map. So what you've got is you've got a main temple complex. You've got 3 sort of sub temple buildings, and you've got an outer sort of ring of mountains. The mountains, from the contours that you see within the book, it looks sort of, it's hard going, but it's scalable. If you sort of were that way inclined to do that.
Okay.
A good fireball at the stegs would get rid of them.
They'll disappear quickly. Right, I'll grab a spare bit of parchment and copy that map out.
You also it also shows you within that book that using it mentions a great treasure that can be found, and it sort of marks it in the southern outbuilding, basically.
Does it have
Or a big square around that?
This is gonna be. It's gonna end up being like the Christmas fight. Like in a couple of sessions, it's gonna be like the Christmas fight.
Maybe you can do it for New. This is gonna be the end for New Year's. It'll be a good end to the whole thing.
Oh, I thought we were drinking at New Year's though. I'm a clear head.
Okay,
Does this mean we're going to
Does
have a
it
jingle brawl?
so you
does
basically
it show tunnels and things like that, or anything?
there is a tunnel network underneath it that sort of goes. So you've got a tunnel. I'll not show it to you because I kind of need you not to see it. It'll show you like there's an entrance. So you've got the 2. You'll have. Let me see here. You've got freehand draw. You've got stairs sort of here and here, and then you've got sort of tunnel entrances that go underneath in through here. So these are where the exits are for the tunnels. So you've got sort of they go into the tunnels in behind the shrine, underneath it, and then you've got another one that sort of comes up in sort of near where this treasure is as well.
Ooh.
So you've got tunnels that sort of kind of go underneath the rocks, up behind, into the main, sort of where the main chamber is, underneath the temple itself, and sort of kind of one to the south as well.
Cool. Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
So we will move on. Actually,
Do you want to recruit?
do you want to recruit? Just before that, because do you? Actually, we'll do your recruitment first. So I'll give Val. You can have me one more religion roll before we go into, because you're recruiting, so you can give me one more.
Gods be with me.
Yep. Okay. So you get through. You get through to your, somebody within your order.
Finally.
Yeah.
You picked up the fucking phone. Right.
What is it? What is it you're requesting?
Where have you all been? I've been on hold for hours.
Valishal informs them that they're facing a numerically superior force that's entrenched in what seems like a valley, and he's requesting their aid.
Mention the name. Mention the name.
Whose name?
Who's we?
Meta.
Yeah. Well, I was there, right? I do know that.
Yeah.
What? Has Hufwei risen? Is that
No,
what it was?
Hufwei is being summoned.
He's being summoned.
All right, to prevent the summoning of Hufwei.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm not even going to do voices because I'm just going to sort of move on. So he basically, the sort of the operator on the other side of the interstellar sort of celestial phone, basically says that he can send you.
Whole legion, mate, is gonna come flooding
Oh,
down.
that looks good.
He can send you 18 of his legionnaires.
No.
Oh,
That's a bit of a force multiplier.
oh.
So he'll send you. Just make a note of that and how many you've got and stuff. So
18
he's going to send you 18 trained legionnaires.
veteran legionnaires, mate.
So
Yes.
that's half again as big as the force already.
I'm gonna put that in the D&D chat. If I can remember how to spell legionnaire.
I was doing the same. It's like, just guessing it.
Grammarly.
Okay.
Grammarly.
Right. So, Galandra and Thomas, you are going to go to the local. You've got the there is the local barracks and the local town watch, who you can sort of try and coax into sort of joining. I'll say, to sort of move on in time and stuff, because we could go into small things about talking to people and not allowing you to do this, that, and the other and stuff, but we'll expedite that. So you've been allowed to sort of recruit some of the town watch and or the guards.
It'll be the guards, I would suggest.
And the guards. So I need you to give me some. I need you to give me a speech first. I want something to sort of why they should join you in this fight. The guy, the steward of Sir Alistair. Oh no, it's not Alistair. He's what have I called him? Triarch Taunt, the steward of Triarch Taunt, has said, I can't, I will let anybody who will volunteer for it.
Cool.
Is Danny left?
Danny's
Yeah.
not there.
Waiting
Oh.
for my charismatic friend to come back.
Okay, well she's off, getting a drink. We'll go back to Tharaval and Draken and Lance. These are sort of going into the tunnel network. Do you want to give me a roll for what are your sort of senses when it comes to tunnels that you don't know?
Well, basically, no. I mean, basically, if I've read maps and things like that, then I remember the geography and layout of settlements and things like that. But I have to have seen them,
Right,
a map or something of it first of all.
Okay, roll me. Would it be survival for sort of tunneling effect? I guess.
Probably.
Yeah, roll me some survival.
Oh wait, hold on. Is there anything that I've got? And you can always recall a general layout of terrain,
That's a
settlements, and other
survival
features around you.
plus
Addition, you can find food through.
Yeah, so roll me
I
a
have
survival for
Yeah.
in the tunnels.
Who's got best survival?
Oh, shit, sorry.
I've got
I thought we were all rolling survival, so I clicked.
Yeah, that's
So,
all right.
okay.
You can all roll it if you want.
Okay.
wow.
The two rangers, not being very rangers.
Oh my
all
god,
these-
3 9s.
Yeah, you're
What are the
lost. You're lost in the tunnels. You're lost in the
We should have
tunnels.
just rolled once and gone with advantage.
Yeah,
You know, it's really sickening. I think one of the last things that I
Changed.
actually prevented us from getting lost.
So yeah, you're
I'm
lost.
not
You're,
even joking.
you're currently lost in the tunnels. So that's going to take up a bit of your time. Are you going to carry on, or are you going to?
I think that we're going to have. I would suggest we have a when we realise we're lost, we have a spirited discussion, and that we
We
work.
combine knowledge.
We
We
combine.
combine the knowledge.
Yeah, we argue it out between
one-
us rather than all going off in different
Yeah.
directions.
Okay, yeah. So roll me. One of you's roll me survival, and you can have advantage on it.
Who's doing it?
Well,
I've
who's,
got-
rolling, who's rolling
I've got
survival?
Tharaval's probably your best bet. He's got the highest modifier.
So much pressure.
Just tell me off.
Yep. Okay.
You didn't even need the advantage.
So you let me just sort of get into the tunnels here.
I forgot to put Tom's dinner in.
You forgot. Per Thomas.
It's fine. It's in now.
You're sitting there sipping your gin.
He's like,
I don't-
woman.
I've never
Oh, yeah.
ever forgot to make him dinner before. I just sat there thinking, it's 10:15. He finishes work at like 10. It's supposed to anyway. I'm thinking, I didn't put any dinner in.
Right. It's just moving the map. What I'll do is I'll.
By the way, Danny, in the meantime, you need to think of a
Stirring speech.
epic speech to try and rouse troops and bring them in before trying to recruit.
Right.
We're recruiting the soldiers
Town
from
guard.
the town garrison.
From
We're
what?
leaving from the
So you've
town
basically got
garrison.
options. You've got Town Watch or Town Guard, and you've got to sort of. They will only join voluntarily, so you've got to sort of persuade them.
Okay.
So let me just clear that. Do that. Reveal areas. Why is it not letting me reveal an area? Oh, maybe that's because you guys aren't on it. What I'll do is I'll move these over.
Oops.
You guys aren't there. That's why.
We can't see it if we aren't there.
Yep. Okay, so it's Dragon. And we'll see. And then movies over. Wherever that is. Okay. And then you guys are going to be here and here. Reveal areas. Why is it not? Do that. Bear with one. Oh, interesting. It's not letting me reveal this area. Reveal yourself.
Or not.
Dynamic light off. Fog of war. There we go.
See, you fixed one problem with OBS. I need to find a few more. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Reveal areas. Ah, there we go. Okay, so you sort of come up out of this sort of this pit. There's sort of ladders that show, and it.
Has anyone got a 3-sided coin we can flip?
You've basically got this, and there.
Just roll a d6, surely. 1 and 2 is 1, 3 and 4 is 2, 5 and 6 is 1.
It just so happens.
Just bear in mind that this is right underneath. This is right underneath the temple complex, and if you
pop up in the wrong place, it could hurt.
And also, you could alert them to goings on and stuff. So,
okay, so
can we hear anything?
Go...
Can you hear anything?
So, like, we can go down.
Roll me perception then.
Perception. Fuck me. I got +8. And I got the lowest roll.
No, you can't really. You can hear sort of kind of. You can hear sort of kind of the potentially. You're kind of do I hear something? Is it there? You're not 100% sure.
Okay. Just to stay on the safe side, I'm going to cast Pass Without Trace and then roll stealth. So everybody gets +10 on their dexterity.
So that makes me
And this
22.
is where I roll. This is where I roll a 1.
So you've got a 12 on stealth, you've got a 19 on
12
stealth.
plus 10.
Oh, plus 10, yeah, 22, 29. Okay, yeah.
And then
And
Pete's just gone off.
I'll roll for Pete.
All good for Pete.
And here's Pete.
I've just rolled stealth for you, Pete. And he gets 24. So you're all very much stealthy.
So are we going to go east, north, or south?
Can I roll survival to sort of check for any tracks or anything like that? Anything that there's, I guess I might notice that way give us a direction of the better direction to go.
Yeah.
With advantage.
Yeah. You want
With advantage, yeah.
Advantage.
survival. Yep. Okay. There's tracks. There's tracks.
All directions.
All directions.
Are there any? Is there any sort of creatures or animals about that are maybe roaming the?
No, you can't. You can't really see anything. At this moment in time.
Can I suggest that we go east? Just for the time being, but take it cautiously.
Okay.
Okay.
Shall I take? I'm guessing it's very dark. There's no.
Yeah. There's sort of no light.
So I don't have dark sight, so I'm going to be relying on my colleagues.
Me.
Yes.
Does Draken have dark vision? Right.
Okay, we're going to be relying on you.
So you've got the two guys who can't see in the dark with you.
Okay, yeah. So
we're not carrying flashlights around, so that's a bonus.
And you don't want, because I'll take you out of stealth as soon as you put your flashlights, your lights. So yeah. So you're gonna have to stay by them. You're gonna have any disadvantage to sort of. You're effectively blind, so you're gonna get disadvantage on perception rolls and anything to do with sight. So
is there going to be any lights or lanterns?
For a second there, I didn't.
There's nothing you can see at the minute. It's just dark. You know, you've come up. It's dark. You can kind of see your hand in front of you. There's sort of like little glimmering, maybe some stones. It's not very light.
I can see 90 feet with dark vision.
Yeah, so he's the only one who can see, basically.
I don't know. Is it worth me sort of going off on my own and then coming back to you, or?
That's a bad idea, because if we're left in the dark and you come back
together.
Well, yeah, I suppose you just need to stay within 30 feet of me for the stealth to still the +10 to apply.
Okay.
So
hands on
lead the
shoulders.
hands on shoulders.
okay, so Tharaval taking the lead, heads off slowly towards the east. Do I roll perception to see if I can see anything down that direction?
Whereabouts you moving to first?
East.
East.
So move yourself east where you're moving to.
Oh, sorry.
Bear in mind that, don't move too far.
Trappy traps.
Akbar time.
Okay.
Sorry, what? So I can see what?
You can,
did I say
you can just see to
90
that wall.
feet?
Yeah, so you can see that there's a wall in front of you, so you can't see around a corner.
Okay, can I just roll perception on what I'm currently seeing at the minute?
Yes, you can. Yep. From what you can see there. There's nothing of any sort of nothing of concern.
Okay, so I'll head up to there then.
Okay.
These good rolls are going to run out soon.
Draken, do you want to move yourself?
I'm moving, doing that right now.
Hey, here we go again.
Perception. Yeah. There's a trap in front of you. It is
A trap.
Here.
Ooh, that's a big trap.
And the problem is because I've had 3 decent rolls by
You're
Sod's
scheduled-
Law, that means
yeah.
the next one, despite it, even if I'm using dexterity, it's still gonna fuck up. Right. Okay. So I'm gonna move up to the edge of the trap, and try and trigger it without, or just try and sort of disarm it. Sorry.
Given that no one is currently around, is it worth lighting a torch?
You don't know who's around yet. You're blind and you can't
Yeah.
really see round
Well,
corners.
Fireball can't see anything at the moment, so
But
at
the
this
light.
moment in
Just
time,
be
what
very,
we've done-
very, very careful. You can't. Don't paint me into a corner.
Can I make a suggestion then? Bearing in mind that the light will travel in straight lines, if Draken stayed around the corner temporarily and lit a torch, then it would mean that me and Tharavel could see what was going on, but it would reduce the chances of the light going around the next corner.
Exactly.
So we'd have a glow, but we wouldn't have full light. But that glow would be less likely to penetrate around the corner and set and alert people while we try and look at the trap.
Okay.
Exactly. I can move.
Okay.
Oh, let's move already back.
But yeah.
Right. So do you want me to try and set this
Basically,
thing off?
Light a torch,
So
and then
and then I'll assist
Lance
you.
helps
Give
you,
you
so you roll
advantage.
advantage.
Okay. Yep.
Okay. So dexterity.
Yep. Yep. You diffuse
And
the
let's say
you
never.
diffuse the trap. So,
Okay.
let me just move it over here, just so it's out of the way.
Okay, right. Torch goes out, and hand back and shoulder.
Okay.
Okay.
Bear with me. I'm gonna have to bear with me 1 minute. As Draken sort of the torch goes out, he gets attacked from behind.
Of course.
It's in with advantage because it's from behind. So he hits you for 7.
Didn't get to roll to perception to hear him.
Say it again.
Well,
Well,
didn't
you
get to
because you
roll
did
to
your
detective who's there.
you did your thing with the thing. You didn't roll perception.
You just held the torch, didn't
You
you?
just held your
I think
torch. 7. So 12 damage.
Yeah,
you take 12 damage.
But he gets a reaction behind
Okay,
him.
then. Get reaction.
Is that part of your stats?
No, we're just asking.
Good as reaction is basically turn around and hit it with my axe.
You can go and give me a reaction. Roll me a perception roll then.
Okay.
It's at disadvantage because you can't see anything.
Now you tell me.
Oh,
No. Nope.
That didn't work.
You don't say anything. Okay, we're going to move back to Galandra. Rousing speech, please, Galandra.
No, I'm not ready. Carry on with them. Bye.
Thomas, are you wanting to do anything?
My rolls are rubbish on charisma, so
Yeah.
no.
Valashul, are you wanting to sort of aid or try and get anybody else on board? Or do anything
Can
else?
I help Galandra with her speech to give her advantage when she eventually does it?
Yeah, she can do it.
Alright,
She can
cool.
do. Yep.
I'll just be your like.
Speech out. Fair
Yeah.
play.
Okay. So.
Do we need to roll initiative? If there's baddies.
There is baddies, but let me just. Oh, why is it doing this? Yeah, not right arse at the minute. Oh, I know why it's doing that, because it's in the wrong. It's on the wrong. I can't. Actually, I can do that. Initiative. Fireball, and then once.
a lot of initiative rolls for one skulk.
It's not. I'm rolling for you. For some reason, it won't let me roll for for
that's
you.
odd.
Oh, sorry, I've got you now. Okay, so
Oh, Draken came up as like 21 something, and then he changed to 9.14.
25, 20, 21, 9. So he rolled the 3 there. That's weird. You've rolled like 5 initiatives
So
plus.
the skull's got 10.9, and then
I think what's
there's
happened
1,
is because
2, 3, 4,
it's done
5.
it's done a delay. It's done a delay, so you can have your highest roll. So the skull. Let's see. That skull
So it's
was
going to
first.
be me, then it's going to be me, then Lance, then Draken.
Okay, so you guys, he can be last then. So I'll just stick him down to 1. I'll just stick him on 1 and then move him down. Okay, so Draken's had his reaction. Lance, you can go then.
Okay, so
Need to roll your perception first.
You got a
do you?
perception. You don't see anything, and you're at disadvantage. 'cause
Well,
you can't see.
unless you attack blindly.
No, you can't. You don't see anything. You don't know where it
Okay.
is.
so it instinctively went to smack something. That was all.
Yep. Tharavel.
Hanging around Draken too long.
This is where the bad rolls come in. We're still alright.
Perception.
Roll a 1.
I'm trying to think. You got sight. You got a perception. Yeah. Okay. You can kind of see something roughly sort of in and behind sort of Draken, but you're not 100% sure. You're sort of. You can basically you can attack it. It's in and behind Draken, but you're going to be at disadvantage if you attack it.
Okay. Do I have line of sight from there?
Through Draken.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to. Well, hold on. Let's see. 1, 2. So I'm assuming if I move to there, he's gonna get an attack of opportunity. If I move him past it.
Yeah, you will. You will.
Right, I'm just gonna have to go to toe with him then. Okay. So I've got Dread Ambusher, so I get an extra attack plus damage, normal attack plus my extra attack. And I'm going to if I hit it, he's going to become my favorite foe. So it's basically similar to Hunter's Mark, but I get 1d4 damage, which I can then stack for my proficiency bonus. So if I attack him 3 times, hit him 3 times, it stacks on top, I think. But, so first attack, and I'm only attacking with my rapier, which means I need to take the archery off. So first attack.
Are you in beside him then?
Yep.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, you've hit him.
So I get my extra D8. Let me just check. Is it a D8? Dread Ambusher. Where are you?
Yeah, it's always been D8 before.
I'm pretty sure it's D8. Yeah. So extra D8. So an extra 1 damage. Plus my D4 for favorite foe.
Another one.
4 damage. Second attack. So 11. And then second attack.
Yep, you hit him.
So I get to roll my D4 again.
6 plus 1 plus 1 plus 4 is 12.
Plus 2.
It's true, yeah.
And then. Is he dead yet?
Breath 1 minute.
20.
Nice round 20.
Okay, nope. Yeah. So he's dead.
Yeah,
So
attack left.
1.
1.
2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. 19. 20. 21. 22. 23. 24. 25. 26. 27. 28. 29. 30. 31. 32. 33. 34. 35. 36. 37. 38. 39. 40. 41. 42. 43. 44. 45. 46. 47. 48. 49. 50. 51. 52. 53. 54. 55. 56. 57. 58. 59. 60. 61. 62. 63. 64. 65. 66. 67. 68. 69. 70. 71. 72. 73. 74. 75. 76. 77. 78. 79. 80. 81. 82. 83. 84. 85. 86. 87. 88. 89. 90. 91. 92. 93. 94. 95. 96. 97. 98. 99. 100. 101. 102. 103. 104. 105. 106. 107. 108. 109. 110. 111. 112. 113. 114. 115. 116. 117. 118. 1
Oh yeah, so that deft that explorer thing. So basically, I've used one, so it's up to my proficiency bonus. So I've got 3 of them, so I can use them. I can use it 3 times. So 1's gone. I've got 2 left.
Okay, so it's...
Oh no, sorry, that's a lie. That I've actually used 2 because I rolled a d4. No,
Okay.
sorry, I only used. Yeah, I've rolled a d4 twice.
So Draken, what are you up to now?
It's dead, isn't it?
It is dead.
Okay. But that's the torchlight then. Unless I can see anything else.
You can't see anything. It's dark.
Okay, yeah, but the torch was still lit when I was attacked, wasn't I?
You put it out. That's why I attacked you.
That's why it attacked you.
Yes, you
Okay,
went
then.
dark.
Dead.
Where are you going?
Squished it.
Revolt, is it dead?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's dead. Well, you don't know. It's invisible. As far as you're concerned,
Well, that's what I'm asking.
it could be dead.
So I should say it because
Revolt, is it dead?
actually I can't say it because I need to see it in a reflection of something.
No,
So-
because it's dead and stuff. There's like ooze and sort of like
Oh, okay,
slime
right,
and
fair
stuff. So you can see it sort of like there's like stuff on the ground and stuff.
Probably
I
good.
believe it's dead.
Form up. We move on.
Okay, so what's happening now? Do we just continue on?
Yep.
But before you do this, these are big caverns, and you're going to be going through this fighting stuff, the 3 of yous, and you're not going to make it. So I'm just going to put it now because you're going to hit some stuff that you're not going to be able to deal with on your own.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to think, because also with.
Well, we're coming to get information.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not going to be able to get, you're not going, because it's a massive cave network, you're not going to be able to get the whole thing. It's going to take you a very long time. You're basically, I could let you go through this, but you're going to hit something and you're not going to be able to get out of it on your own. There's certain directions that are, and I'm just,
James telling us don't push it.
Say it again?
Okay. As James telling us to not push it, should we try and find another way to survey the temple that doesn't involve the tunnels?
Well, the thing is that the tunnels are there to sort of, you will know when you sort of talk to Thomas and stuff that the tunnels will lead into the sort of the back of the temple and underneath into the sides. You just have to get yourself to a way that gets you into the tunnel network, into the thingy network. It's just that one, you're going to keep on going through this. It's going to take a long time, which means everybody else is going to be sitting there doing nothing. 2, there's a very good chance you're going to get to certain positions you're not going to be able to deal with on your own, and you may die. So I'm just giving you the warning.
A little interjection. If my speech is good enough, do I not have to roll?
If your speech is good enough, you'll roll. You're gonna get bonuses
I get
to it.
advantage anyway, don't
Yeah,
I? But if my speech is like epic,
I will see what the speech is like over you, and then I will decide on what modifiers you will get.
You have to RP it as well.
Yeah.
that's fine.
Okay.
I've been egging myself up.
Yeah.
So
So
you got Valishal as a hype man.
basically,
I've got you
I think all you guys need to know is that there is an entrance into the cave network, but there are foes. So I'll say you spend a couple of hours sort of you're looking around, and you notice that there are there's sort of numerous tunnels the thing is, because there's guys and stuff in here and stuff, so it's like you're going to bump into them. So you basically,
Well,
you're gonna.
yeah,
I'm just
we
giving
wouldn't
you
engage
some
them.
friendly DM thing. Certain areas are going to be easier, but you're going to get to positions in this dungeon that you're not going to be able to deal with on your own.
Thing is, we know we have a limited amount of time to work with.
Yeah.
So could we say that we went a certain amount of distance, and after getting through, encountering a certain number of random ambushes and traps, we decide that it's not going to be. We need to retrace our steps because we still want to reconnoiter above ground as well.
Yeah, I would say that's probably your best bet and stuff. So you sort of kind of, you've got. I would say here, what I will give you is, I'll give you this. So you notice in the sort of northern part of the tunnel is a it's like a chamber, and it's got sort of like ornate, well, what looks like sort of from when you've looked in, ornate weapons lying out in front of it. You're not in there yet. You're sort of, I would say you're sort of about here. Let me move that. So you're like the sort of ornate weapons. You also see, obviously because you're stealthed, you see a shadow fae sort of kneeling down, sort of with a sword sort of lying across his knees, like he is meditating. He's one of the duelists, by the way. So,
are we feeling particularly brave and foolhardy?
bear in mind it is still dark, and Michael is the only one who can see.
Yeah.
Shoot him.
But the thing is, I have advantage. I've got advantage on him, so he'll be able to see you. So he'll not be able to see me.
Mm-hmm. Well, in
He's
theory,
got dark vision as well. So he
Yeah,
can see.
but my Gloomstalker thing is I'm invisible to anybody who has dark vision.
Okay. Yep.
So it means I get advantage on attacks and stuff like that. So
if he hits you,
yeah, I know. And we don't have a healer.
And you don't have a healer.
how many health potions do we have?
Good luck, boys.
And we can't see him if he falls down.
That fucker one-shot me.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's one-shot me before as well.
He nearly insta-killed him as well. So
Yeah, he almost killed
Jesus.
me.
Hence my question: how foolhardy and brave are we feeling? I only have one minor healing.
You've had good rolls so far.
I
come
don't have any. Well, that was the thing. Is like when we were back at the thing, we were meant to go to like an apothecary and get some healing potions, and
but
never
they
did.
were all shut. Yeah. In the evening, but so at this point in time, do we call this a make note of and come back later on when we're more panded?
Yeah.
Because while I'm waiting there, I don't particularly want to drag you guys back with me.
Can we roll perception on the room to see if there's anything that might sort of aid us in? So is he like in a trance at the minute, or
no? He's sitting facing you, but it's like
he's facing us.
Yeah, he's facing you, but he's sort of with his head down and he's sort of meditating.
Really quietly and decapitate him.
But quietly.
Yes, exactly.
Just how sneaky.
So we're still in stealth at the minute, right?
Yeah.
You are still in stealth, yep.
What's the chances that we can all grab a weapon each?
Or kill him before
He's thinking the weapons might be stronger and give us some bonuses that we might just need.
Exactly.
It depends on your proficiencies and stuff.
What do you mean?
But we have
what the weapons are and stuff.
Well, you've got a shield there, which I'm
sword.
kind of guessing would be handy for the dragon. A sword that would maybe be handy for.
I might be better. In some ways, I might be better off with the shield because I suspect that Draken with a shield is going to put him at his disadvantage with rage and everything. He doesn't tend to do well with holding back, does he? He's not the world's subtle.
Defensive.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm-
so
I'm trading
you-
off a load of gear.
well, are we discussing this as if we're going to do it, or
You know you want to. I can
Kinda
see it in
do.
your eyes.
I kind of do, but I kind of don't. I'm actually scared.
I've given you. I have given you. I just want to. I want to warn you. You know, this guy's doable, but you know,
Oh,
It's gonna hurt.
it's going to hurt. And
there's three of you and one of them.
if you die, there's no coming back. That's like
Yeah,
that's
you haven't
it.
got your healer. I
You've
know
got no
that, 'cause I
healer,
lived
and there's no
Also-
way of sort of.
So
From a
what
tactical
if
point of
basically
view,
if we got the weapons right and we all roll again?
Bear
will
in
we
mind,
get
you don't know what they are. They could be shit.
Yeah.
They
It's
could
true.
also be booby trapped.
Also,
Indiana Jones
They
style.
could be booby trapped.
Gather information not to attack. If one of the duelists
Plus, there's
has
3
gone
crypts.
down,
What if you take them and
then
something
they'll know that
rises from
someone's
the
sneaking
crypt?
around.
I've played too much Skyrim to not think this.
No such thing as too much.
Or it
Skyrim.
could be
No,
perfectly
but if
fine, and
it is-
everything could go your way. It's
take a vote on it?
Can I just throw some meta at you? You can only see one.
Fair point. Also, one point. This is one guy. Now, if they lose one guy, and they'll find like covered in axe wounds, they'll know that someone's been down here and attacked them, and they will be
Bite him,
alerted
then.
to subsequent attacks.
Okay, yeah, right. I tell you what, we
Kill him and then
usually,
Kraken can eat him.
we usually go all out and go right. We see guys, we have to go and kill them. For a change, let's actually, retreat and yeah, let's step
Draken-
back.
If we screw up here, we're done.
Yeah.
If we come
There's
back,
there's too much. It's too much of a risk to what we could lose.
We could always resurrect you later on. That
No,
face.
it's got to.
I'd rather just not die.
I can only revivify you within a minute, and I can't teleport you within a minute. So
Yeah, I literally the last time one of these duelists got a hold of me, and it was gut wrenching. I was like, I'm fucking dead.
No, we're gonna leave now.
Yes, we're gonna
Matt's
leave.
doing, we're gonna leave. Bye.
Pussies.
Yeah, I just want you to know when you're moaning at me for not letting you do things and blah blah blah. How good DM I am. Yeah, it was just like, yeah, this is. I wasn't expecting you just to go in a couple of yous into it. This is meant to be a full sort of party sort of thing, and the thing with the map's probably party worth, not sort of you. Yeah.
Well, this is just intern gathering to find out what's here.
I was sort of more thinking you were going to kind of go over the mountains and see if you could kind of go and see what's going on.
Legolas stuff.
Yeah, and see
The
what's going.
thing is,
see what's
like,
going on.
it's really difficult because you sort of describe. He's like, right, okay, you've only got a certain amount of time to do this, and this, and we're like, all right, so we kind of have to do everything.
Yeah,
So we're instantly going to split
We've
the
got 5
party.
days.
Yeah, but yeah, I know it's not.
Okay,
like I said,
right,
I'm
okay.
just giving you a thing. I could have just let you go through, but it would take ages, and you know what, you might get through, but you're going to be worse for the wears, and it's going to take ages. Which is probably best.
Yeah,
as a group.
I say we strategically retreat.
Okay.
we came
Run
to learn
away!
things. Now we're getting out of here.
Okay, cool. Right, so you're out. So back to Galandra and the rest
A Winston Churchill speech.
and her Winston Churchill speech. So Galandra, let's hear. Let's hear.
Fight them on the beaches.
Let me put some rousing music on if we can get some here.
that's fine. Tom just walked in the door. He's just about to hear my rousing speech.
Perfect. 1 minute. What have we got?
Tom, are you aroused?
He is aroused.
He is aroused.
Full on tenting.
Oh, that's my speech.
Keep it short and sweet.
It's not short.
Less is more, remember?
Is that two and a
3
half
pages.
My
3
God,
pages.
you might bore them.
It's definitely not boring. Trust me.
Come on,
I'm-
dominate.
Can we
I'm-
voice the NPCs?
I'm rousing the people.
Get the lettuces out.
You can tell by my face, apparently, that I've had a few gins. I'm glazed over, apparently.
Right,
Your
come on
dinner's
then.
in there. Right. I take to the stage in the middle of the town, with Valashul and Thomas by my side. And that there are people gathering around at these strangers that I've just taken upon the stage in front of them. And I start by saying, "Good people of Taunt, we have heard of your battle greatness, being the largest foothold in Balan. Lady Taunt herself has told us of your courage, your strength, and your fighting wit. We are here to call upon you, to ride with us, to fight with us. I'm aware of the sacrifices you have already made in the name of Bahamut," and I raise my hand, "and the land that you call home. We have made this our home as well, and we will fight for it just as hard as you. It will not be easy, it will be bloody, but Bahamut believes in you. This darkness, this great evil that has riddled this land, festers upon the righteous, on the strong-willed, and intends to take Balon as a means to have the upper hand on Freya. And to this I say, nay. I will share the honour with my current party to fight for you and fight for this land." I take out Huthway's bane and lay it upon my shoulder and place my other hand on Val's shoulder. "We have prayed to our divine himself, and he has assured us that we will have aid in the name of Bahamut," and I raise Huthway's bane. "No more will the filthy flesh of corruption infect this land. We will take the ruins of Silkside as Bahamut's army. We will guide you, lead you, and fight as one. One ray of light against those who wish to overrun your mind. No more will you cower in your houses at the mention of this darkness. You will be forever known as the champions of Taunt, the saviors of Balon, and there will be tales of this battle that scale the lands as a great feat, the clincher in the fight that stopped the final assault of Balon. Those who are fighting able will forever be our comrades. Those who aren't fighting ready can still aid in the cause, to ready your fighting kin and gather supplies. By the blood of my kin, we will push them back. Brothers, sisters, do you fight for our God? Do you fight for your land? Do you fight for the just and righteous? Do you fight to not live in fear? Do you fight for Bahamut? Do you fight for us?" And I raise Huthway's bane in the air.
Hoorah! Sorry.
Bravo.
Yeah,
Very good.
Wow,
Yeah,
that was very good.
Yeah, okay.
That was very good.
Yeah, you don't have to roll. I'll let you have that. Okay.
Jesus.
Right. Okay, so
That's a nat 20 right there.
yeah, you definitely got full on that one. Very good. You're gonna have to send me that. I need to add that onto World Anvil. By the way, that's definitely good.
A week trying to write a speech like that, and it would never be that good.
Yeah, so make sure you type that out for me, Danny. That'll be good for World Anvil. Okay, so you say you're sort of rousing speech. You've got sort of like you're in the sort of the sort of temple area of the city complex where the guards and the town watch have agreed to sort of muster. As you read Huthway's bane, this loud cheer is like, "For Bahamut! For Balon!" And there's like this huge cheer goes up, and you get
A squire.
you get
2 men. Oh!
you get 40. You get 46 men. More. I'll say it, like more want to join, but have to be sort of stopped. Because it's not to strip the defenses. So the sort of town watch captain is sort of like, whoa, that nice speech and all, but we need to keep some back and stuff.
Fair enough, my good man.
Yeah, so you've got 46, of which let me just roll. Roll a d4. all are trained men.
Wow.
So you've got 46.
Well done, Danny.
You've got the 46 trained men that you have roused. You've got 18 that Val has managed to get legionnaires. You've got the 40 that the general already has.
104.
And some old friends turning up as well.
I think that's a few old friends turning up as well.
Yeah, plus
Uh,
6, that's
legendary.
110. 10, so about 120 strong force.
We've got enough for a full-on charge. We don't have to worry about tactics.
So yeah, you got these trained man, and it's like I'm trying to think. We got within the complex. There's going to be there's about sort of I'm not sure how many I said. There's probably about 200.
We still need to go to Falcross on our way back as well, though.
Yeah, so you can go fall across. Yeah. Okay, so that's good. We'll say you come back. Good speech, Danny. Good speech.
Tom walked in, got food, didn't even hear it.
You're telling me I'll have to watch back. That was really good.
I should have looked at the camera more, but hey ho, I was reading.
Okay, let's see. Back in the Suncrest. Okay, so you all sort of come back. It's been what? It takes you about half a day to get the half a day back, say. You got another. You've had a bit of a day with a sleep. It's going to be another day effectively. So we'll say 2 days have gone. So you've got 3 days left.
How far is Falcross from where we are? It's not as far as Ton, is it?
It's about a day.
It's about a day.
Took us a day to get here from there.
Oh, could we find any potions of dark vision or similar?
Well, yeah, that's the other thing. So
Actually, I was going to say, while we're here, we may as well get some potions in general, health potions and stuff.
Top up.
Yes.
Yep. Okay. You can buy some potions and stuff. We can do that at the end, sort of like getting potions and things. So that'll be like your last thing, sort of what supplies and stuff you kind of want to bring with you. You go back to Falcross, which will take you a. Let me just figure out the 5, 10, 15, 25. So you can do about 24 miles in a day. So it's going to take you a day there and a day back.
Okay, so that leaves us with 1 day left.
Yeah, so you can go there. Well, not half of it, because it's a day there. You're gonna the time you spend in there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So
could we not ask the general to form a forward camp so that we can send all the forces to there and then move from Falcross to that camp?
Good idea.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you can do that. Yeah. All right.
Do the other 3 who were pretty unsuccessful in the tunnels? Do we want to go back to the ruins and go over the mountains this time, or?
I think we've got time to do so, and that was part of the reason we would try and look somewhere else rather than throwing ourselves onto a large bit of metal and bleeding out.
Yep.
Okay. You guys.
It reminds me of that thing, the Blues Brothers thing. Why is it when there's trouble, it's always you 3?
Okay, so obviously, it's a drawing. You can sort of what sort of rock. Actually, I need to move you on there, don't I?
Oh, time to zoom out.
I think.
Right, so you're sort of
some trees.
You're there.
Trees to the northeast.
There's going to be there will be trees within this white place wherever whenever I sort of finish it off will be there will be some sort of cover and stuff around. You can't see other than the description that you've got of the in fact you've got the map. So effectively you've got the map. Oh, actually you don't have the map, Thomas has the map, so you don't even know what this looks like.
We're just scouting the approaches, aren't we? We're scouting the approaches and having a look at what the wall looks like, really, from this point of view.
Can we say that when we met them back in Fallcross that we had a look at the map?
Yeah, why not? Yeah, why not?
Which means that basically I can remember it then if...
Yeah, okay, that sounds good. Okay, yep, so you do that. You've got sort of like quite rocky outcrops. You know, you will need climbing. You will need sort of climbing gear and stuff if you want to sort of, you know, using your ropes and things to get up.
We also
I've got-
get a feel for the garbage holes.
Say it again.
Have we
Get
observed
a feel
these
for the
approaches?
garbage holes. Like, yeah, observe the garbage holes.
Oh, the patrols. There's nothing out. There's nothing sort of coming out of the. Well, you're not round there yet, but you know you can't see anything sort of in your vicinity. You've basically got this open space. You know, I'm not going to shroud it for you and stuff, but basically you can see trees and you can see like an open sort of field, effectively, or like, you know, a lot, you know, a plain, yeah, an approach. There's sort of like tracks that sort of go off towards where the thing is, where the temple is, and then you've just got these big sort of rocky outcrops outside. Or around the temple, even, sorry.
So it looks like rather than patrolling, they've just cleared the approaches so that they can see
Yeah.
them coming. Okay.
Okay.
So they're banking on having
So
plenty
they'll
of
have the
time to
bank.
see people coming.
Yeah.
Okay, so interesting.
How easy would it to be to cause landslides and avalanches? No.
Well, you don't know much about. I would say you don't know much
Right.
about this sort of thing, but
We're not engineers.
you're not engineers.
Can we cast roll perception to see if there's any tracks and anything like that that might make it easier for us to get up?
Yeah, if you want.
Good
There's
lord,
me.
it's a big- Oh, that's right. I thought that was mine.
Okay, so sort of up and around the sort of to the south of you, and going in. Let's see. Sort of in this direction. The slope sort of here doesn't seem to be as sheer, sort of kind of going up in this direction. So you sort of feel that you could go up this part here where the X is, and it's slightly easier than sort of some of the other places.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Yeah. Oh,
Start.
yeah.
a good start.
It's more than we had a couple of hours ago.
Yep. Okay. So do you want to roll me some? Who's going up first? Who's climbing first to sort of do the? I'm assuming you're going to do some, you know, rope climbing type stuff, rock climbing stuff.
What rock climbing
What's
strength is
what's
it?
use of climbing?
You need
Or can you use
athletics?
dexterity for?
you need acrobatics for the climbing, I think.
Athletics? Or pulling yourself up?
Acrobatics.
Oh, okay, right. I'll go first then. Can I also use my potion of climbing?
What does that do?
Good question. I'm gonna click it here and see what. Or not. Actually, it doesn't actually tell me here.
Breath of
Oh wait, hold on. Sorry. So when you drink the potion, climbing speed equal to your walking, you gain a climbing speed equal to your walking speed. Can't
Yeah. So
see this.
basically, it just means you can climb faster.
gives you advantage
Okay. Right. Okay. So give it.
on.
The potion of climbing says that you're going
It's
to climb
strength.
speed equal to your walking speed for 1 hour. During this time, you have an advantage on strength athletics checks you make to climb. Yeah, interesting.
Yep.
So-
So athletics then. So roll me
But then I'm
athletics
probably
then.
better not going to first.
My athletics is 7.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think
You
mine's
do that then. You go up first.
You mean me?
Yes, you. Sorry.
I've got pittons and a hammer and stuff like that if needs.
Yep.
Nice.
You climb up. Okay. So you're up.
Yeah, right. I find a secure place.
Yep.
Rope down and help the others up.
Right. So you tie the rope. So you get advantage then on your rolls, sort of getting up there then.
So I indicate for Darabel to go next.
Yep.
So we're just athletics, is it? Sorry, yeah.
Athletics.
Not strength. Oh, it's athletics. Balls. Oh,
Yep.
that's right.
You're up. You're all
Lovely.
good. Okay. Lance.
Okay, so for athletics, because of the Deft Explorer thing with Canny, I get double my proficiency bonus. So that might make the difference. That gives me an extra 2.
Okay. Yep. Yep.
Is
You're up as well.
Is your proficiency not on 3 now because you're level 5?
No, because I'm 4+1.
No, but your character level is level 5.
Oh, okay. I'm
So
just
your proficiency should still be. Your proficiency is based off your character level, not your
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
Okay. So. I feel like
so you get plus.
I feel like I'm sobering up. That speech sobered me up, Danny.
You sound like you're sobering up.
Yeah.
Can't have run out of booze.
No, I've got booze. It's just I've been too busy sort of trying to work things out. That's stopped me from drinking. Okay. So do you want to? How do you want to go? Where do you want to go next?
Again, can I?
We'll just want to stealth round and just have a sneak and just see what we can see and get an idea for the guards, the numbers.
Yeah, but you need to get. You can't see anything because there's big rocks in front of your face. So
yeah, but just creep
so we
up
need
and
to
see what we can see.
So again, can we roll perception for a better route?
Yeah,
maybe?
just one of you roll perception with an advantage.
Okay, I'll roll it. Actually, this is bound to be a bad roll. I'm due one.
But it's an advantage.
Yep,
So
you're good.
Ooh,
It's pretty much the same again. It's not like a staircase, but it's sort of a.
it's very even, yeah.
Yeah, it's quite even. So you can sort of you can go up here.
Okay.
Home with Kylo.
With that crit, do we get any juicy bonuses?
Nope, just you can get up there. Just, you can just tell that you can get up that way easy.
Okay. Right. Well, we'll just find a way up and see what we can see.
Okay, so give us a athletics then. It'll be you, Draken, I guess, if you're first.
Okay. Well, shall we just do it all together and just roll with advantage? Just to.
Well, no, we got the advantage because you were belaying.
Yeah.
So if you go up.
Okay.
Yeah, you're up now. Yep. So you're up there.
So then terrible.
Next. Athletics is not good, but I've got my climbing, so I get advantage anyway.
Tharval isn't able to sort of. No, and you know what? Yeah, you can get up. I don't. You've got a rope, and it's an easy thing. Yeah. Okay.
And pitons and everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then my turn then with a +3, not a plus 2, so 13.
Yeah, you're up as
So
well.
that's the same as him. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, the bad rolls are coming out now.
Hey, at least I got that 6 out of the way with an
By the way, are
advantage.
you leaving the rope behind you, or are you bringing it with you?
I'd say we'd probably bring it with us because we don't want to get found.
Yeah.
We're trying to be stealthy. Remember.
So how are you going to get down again?
We'll belay backwards, don't we? Because one of us will brace and dangle
Yeah.
the rope,
Oh,
and we'll make our way back down again.
And then what about the person who has to come back from down from the top?
Be making an advance,
Draken.
and we'll
He's a dragon. He
Draken
can
will come
fly.
down right.
Cool.
and
All
we'll
right.
to get squashed.
Okay. Yep, that's cool.
You
Okay.
can catch me.
Same again then.
Yep.
Over to you, big guy.
Roll me perception then.
All right. Where's my mouse cursor gone? Ooh.
Yep. Okay.
Here.
Sort of you can see about here that there's sort of like an easier way around.
Okay.
Up to you, Draken.
Nice.
Nice. And you are up. Yep.
Did he climb or did he jump?
Yes.
Yay. Where's my athletics? Plus advantage. Oh god.
No, you don't get up. You're sort of you're sort of climbing, but you lose your grip and you fall back down again.
So I'll give it a go.
You're up.
Nice.
And then how about if Draken with me are giving him an advantage, pulls him up using the rope?
Yeah, that's fine. Yep.
Yeah. So strength roll.
Yep.
16.
Yep, you're up. You would have got one 13.
Nice.
We have ways of making it work.
Okay, so I'll sort of expedite. So you walk around here. In fact, do you want to give me some stealth? Do you want to give me some stealth rolls first, Dr. Stein?
Well, we get plus 10 due to 5 roll, don't we?
Yeah.
The only thing is that's a spell and it lasts for an hour. So
No.
basically, if we've gone back to Falcross or Suncrest and rested, then I've got it replenished again.
Yep. Okay. Yep.
Okay, so that's cast again, so we get plus 10.
So you're on 18.
Yep.
Yep. You're on 25. Draken's on 17.
17.
Okay, so position yourselves. You can basically, from that vantage point, you'll be able to see most of the,
So if we spread ourselves out, if I take the point closest to the headland and we space ourselves out every sort of like 20 feet or so, then we get a different view on everything. And
Yeah. What we're doing is just observing, looking at the guard routes, see how many guards.
Yeah.
See what defenses there are.
Okay, so you can't. Yeah, okay, you can do that. Okay, Draken, where are you going? Okay, so you can see. Let me. Yeah, well, okay, you can see. Are you going to be able to see that guy? No. Are you going to be able to see? What time? It's going to be in the day, isn't it? So you're going to be able to see. You're going to see these guys probably as well.
just crap, where'd they all come from?
Yeah, I'm just saying. Yeah, you're going to see these guys too.
My Discord keeps on doing that.
I'm just going to say you can see all of these guys.
Knights. Guard is a real. Okay.
And you can probably see these guys here. Guards over there. From your vantage point.
Holy shit.
And you can see these guys are behind. You could probably you can see. Yeah, I think that's all you're going to see. I think you have to keep some stuff secret from your view. But yeah, that's it. You basically you see as you sort of kind of crest the hill. That's
about 200 people are facing.
Yeah, you've basically got, well, it's like there's rows of 40, so you've got 120 there plus these guys.
Plus, you can't see.
Yeah, plus other bits and pieces that you might not see in buildings and things. So you've got 3 sets of formation. They seem to be sort of drilling and making themselves ready. You've got sort of menials running around with supplies and things. You've got sort of a sort of like one of the leaders sort of shouting at them all, inspecting the troops and things. let me see if anybody sees you now.
Speed is 3 fireballs. One there, and one there. And we've decimated pretty much 3/4 of their force.
I can
Unless
only
they
do
roll
2
really well.
fireballs.
And we don't know that they're going to roll really well, or that Thomas is going to roll really badly.
I think Galandra should stand on the cliff and give another speech.
Let me just check. I'm going to do some rolls here for if anybody sees you.
Cue lots of dice.
Oh, shit.
Oh god.
Crap.
You
Uh,
gotta hate those crits.
Feeling about this? Fight.
Okay, so one guy has seen you. Oh, actually, no. Wait a minute. Yeah, some more of you because let's just see. Draken's was 18, wasn't it? Draken's is 17, so he's been seen by one,
Marks,
two.
Lances.
Mark's been seen. I mean, Lance has been seen by 2. Yeah. And one of them is a crit, and he's seen Ollie is. So they basically shout, they shout an alarm, and they started pointing at in your general direction. That there's people on the cliffs. You sort of arrows and stuff start flying up towards where you are.
We won.
I'm just going to, before you run off, I'm just going to do some shots as you sort of escape. Okay. They're going to be randomized. So there's 3 of you. So the first one, 1, 2, or 3. Sorry, 1, 2. It's Lance.
It's gonna miss all of us.
19.
The first one's a perception you're looking at.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So the first one's a
Yeah.
hit is a 19, yeah. So
It hits all is you're not. So first one,
Yeah, sorry.
1, 2, or 3. It's 1, 2. It's Lance. 3, 4. It's Draken. 5, 6. It's terrible. So it's Draken. So you get 7 piercing. You take 7 piercing damage. Second one, 16 is anybody's AC. You're fine. No, it could be Draken, it could be Lance. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if it hits Tharvel, it misses.
what?
It misses if it hits, because it's still got it.
Oh, okay. So it's still 1, 2,
Yeah.
3, 4, and 5, 6. Yeah. Same again.
So it's Lance. So it hits Lance for 8 damage on Lance. Second short bow misses. Third one.
All 3 of us. Third one misses, yeah, and then the last one hits us all.
Yep. So let's see who gets it. And it is Tharvel this time, and you take 6 damage.
Yeah.
Okay, so you beat a hasty retreat off the mountainside. They obviously are now aware that there is people on the hills, so
Yeah, all they know is that there's sort of 3 people on the hills. They don't know anything else.
there may be now patrols on these hills later on.
Well, yeah, that's the one downside.
Okay, so that's that. You sort of bugger off. You sort of go back and inform the group of the goings on. So Val, Galandra, and Thomas, you're going to Falcross to rouse more men.
Yeah, I think so.
We're more liked there anyway. So
Yeah. So do you want to give me sort of Lady Taunt is in fact, she's not. Well, not because I don't want to sort of go with the whole Salden thing, and she's off. Sort of, she's left Captain Anders there as your sort of liaison, and obviously you know the area, so you know the Town Watch, and it's just basically you try to persuade them. If you they want to come with you, you'll get advantage on the roll.
Am I rolling persuasion, charisma?
Charisma. Roll me a charisma. Charisma, yeah, 15.
3.
Gets +3.
She gets her +3.
Ah, yeah, you get your +3, so you're in 18. Yep. So you get, and the Town Watch will give you.
Ooh.
6 men. I'll roll another one, and you can have the highest because it's.
Still one, I bet you.
Oh shit!
Oh shit, boy! Yeah, so they'll give you 20. They'll give you 20. Sort of less. They're not as well trained, but you've got 20 sort of men. So you've got 46 well trained men. You've got 18 legionnaires, and you've got 20 town watchmen. Plus the 40.
Plus some old friends. Plus the 6 of us as well.
Mhm.
Not bad.
It's looking a little bit less scary.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Little bit.
I don't know. I'm still scared of that duelist down there.
Well, there were
Giving
plenty
me
of
nightmares.
pointy buggers that we saw down there as well, weren't there?
Still have fireballs, don't forget.
I'm just trying to type out my speech so I can send it to you.
Okay, so that's that then. It'll be the last day, so I think we'll probably leave it there, shall we?
Yeah,
And then
sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
we'll
So
do
if
that.
we all return to Falcross, then are we returning to? Yeah.
Yeah, probably the
Yeah.
safest and easiest recon place. And plus, we said that we're going to send all of the people that we've recruited are going to a camp with General Fabius near Falcross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we going to try and? Did you? This is one thing I forgot about. Is whenever Draken and Val went to the temple, did they bring Gregor back?
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh,
You
shit.
forgot.
I
You forgot.
honestly,
Gregor,
I don't know,
again.
Gregor.
You go back on the stream and it literally says you specifically said you collect
Yeah.
Gregor.
Yeah, you
Yes,
got him.
you did.
You got him back. You've left him in town. You've buggered off in your 3 ways and forgot him again.
We came back through and went on our way to Falcross from Taunt through Suncrest, grabbed Gregor.
He's
and
going to get a complex. He's thinking, he's going to seriously get a complex. Is sort of
Abandonment issues.
yeah. He's like,
I'll
what?
make you feel better.
Okay, so yeah, we'll leave it there then. So
I've got another half chomping at the bit to get on freaking Cyberpunk.
yeah, yeah. So we'll leave it there. It'll be the last day. It'll basically be your planning of how you're going to do it. I'll set up the disposition of the troops that you've collected there as well, and you can decide how you're going about dealing with this temple
And our old friends.
Yes. So that's it. Yeah. Anything else before we go?
I definitely should get some XP for that.
Buying potions.
Yeah. Well, you got loads of XP in the last one, but yes, you'll definitely get XP. What we'll do is I'll give you XP at the end of this whole thing. I'll just sort of do there's going to be a lot of people helping you and stuff, so it's not going to be boatloads like all these guys are dead and you get all their XP, but you'll get suitable enough depending on how it all turns out and stuff.
We're unlikely to do it again before the new year, in other words.
Well, hopefully, I don't think it's gonna. It took you 2 or 3 sessions to get through the cultist lair in the Babbling Bat, so it'll probably
we're
take.
level 1 then, to be fair.
Yeah, depending on how you deal with the situation, where you put yourselves.
If you look back at how we did things and conducted ourselves in that first session, trying to get through those caves, through the traps, we were shit. Compared to now, like you look back and you cringe. Like, why did we do that?
But that's actually the
yeah.
way of the first few things. Even with experienced groups, I think they clash with each other and they go off in different directions.
Yeah,
and
so
they've been doing it for a while.
So you're gonna have to decide. You're basically gonna have to decide if anybody's gonna stick around to help, sort of. I'm basically to help, sort of, kind of lead the men in the attack, and if anybody's going to go into the tunnels to sort of, infiltrate. So you've got to you're gonna have to split yourselves potentially. You don't have to. You can go.
Kind of want
we
Valachor with the Legionnaires.
Yeah.
We kind of split ourselves to go into the tunnels last time, and then we're told, this is kind of a full group thing.
I know, but you had one person who could see in the dark, no healer, and
we don't know what friends are coming along, so how we can divide that out as well, because we don't know what skills we have to work with yet.
Yeah,
and what experience.
So you're going to have other things and stuff around. It's just sort of, so you'll have ways. I'm probably going to have it that, the combat, I'm not going to have where everybody's rolling loads and loads of dice. It's going to be like, I'll roll sort of the front
as
rank.
A unit.
Yeah, as a unit. And then, there'll be, I'll have sort of modifiers, if leaders get killed and stuff, and, they might sort of...
morale modifiers.
Yeah, I might have some quick morale modifier. I'll not make it overly complicated, but I'll sort of have it certain things like, I've made it, some of these things will buff them and stuff, so it's just going to be, there will be things. So having you guys around, some of you around might help. But again, I'll throw in some sort of leaders and stuff for you to sort of kind of decide how you are going about doing things.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is just the beginning, because I envisage one day having a massive, epic battle just to see how it works. But yeah.
I was kind of expecting from you, I was like, Math likes you like your battles and things like that, and
I want fireballs overhead.
Falcross Bridge was like a little sort of taster of that, and now you're like, oh, I'm getting. It's like, oh yes, I can make this a little bit bigger now.
Yeah. Okay. So, anything else before we go? Anybody wants any clarifications? Have you got everything you need to know? How many men you've got? What types you've got?
We put some of that info into the number of men, the list of what we've got, into one of the chats, just so.
Okay. Yeah. And yes.
And then again, I'm assuming what we all go back and get rested and everything like that, and
yes, you'll go back and you get rested. And it'll literally just be next session will just be battle. To be honest, we could do, if you want, we could do the battle plan within text, and then just have the next session of you going in.
I think that might be a better way to do it.
Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll set up how many, your men. You can sort of decide who's staying.
Last session before Christmas.
Say it again.
Is next week the last session before Christmas? If we're not doing Christmas Eve.
Yeah. So 17th. Yeah. So that'll be the next session, and then
unless we move it to the earlier in the week of Christmas, but again, that's just down to people's availability.
Yeah.
I think people.
I'm on leave
are
that week, so.
I mean, people are less likely to be travelling as much this year.
It's only Christmas Eve the week that I can't do, and if any of the time before, that's fine for me.
Okay.
My only evening commitment is the podcast when I'm available for that, so I can flex around things.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I'm good for whatever, really.
Cool. All right. So what we'll do is then we'll do the text thing, and I'll throw in some troops and stuff like that. I'm off tomorrow. I thought I was going to be a lot more drunk than I was. I was kind of disappointed in myself.
At first, you were a bit drunk, but
yeah, it sort of sobered up as time went on. When I was like, "Oh, I'm messing things up. I need to sort of think about the seriousness." Sort of kind of DM soberness to sort of kind of came in.
You forgot to top up, man. It's basic knowledge of being drunk.
Yeah, well, that's it. Yeah, it's too busy sort of thinking lots of things to sort of kind of keep an eye on, and I'm just like, and then I was like, oh no, they can't go in there because that's going to end badly. Okay. So yeah, we'll do that in the text then, so you can decide your battle plan. Anybody who's watching, you can read that all on Discord. So join the Discord. So yeah, that's it. Okay, so a slightly more sober Matt Geary. Still got some booze. I might carry on drinking since I'm off tomorrow, so I might stay up late and carry on.
We are.
Do it.
Yeah. So for me tonight, I'll not give you the Merry Christmas because we'll do that closer to the time. I've been Matt Geary. With me, as always, has been Danny as Galandra Rivenstar.
That speech was epic.
It was epic. Make sure you send it to me.
I'll just put it on the group chat.
Okay, cool. Michael as Tharaval.
I'm aroused.
Wes as Valishal Nostius.
Good night, everyone.
Dave as Thomas Moonstar. Mark as Lance.
Damn it, I still got the pointy end.
And Pete as Draken.
Save everyone.
Night, everybody. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.